Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
1 million accounts across nearly every major social media platform, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, X, and Snapchat are being deactivated.
I like it. Nobody under 16 having any of that stuff.
Can you go just sign up a kid for social media that you hate and hope that they get arrested and fined?
Oh man, you automatically look at the cut on the deal.
Not that I have any 16-year-olds on my hit list right now, but I'm just saying, if there was some kid that I hated.
Wow.
You're listening
to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Lummy, are we on the front page of Rumble? Are they screwing us? Do we need to call our guy? Lummy, what's going on?
Oh, man, we're on the front page already.
We're on the front page?
Yeah, we got breaking news.
Uh-oh, breaking news. By the way, my name is Seth Kushner, in for Bubba, the Love Sponge, Todd, the Allen Cleanse SpongeBob today. He is in parts unknown, Indiana, so we're filling in. It's a Blizzard takeover plus Lummy. Babyface is here fresh off a plane from Utah last night. Hello, Matroni.
Good morning.
We're ready to dig into some stuff with him. And Lummy, what do you have breaking news, buddy?
Breaking news, fake news from Babyface. He was not in Utah. He was actually just hanging out with Gene.
Yeah, well, something I talked to, and welcome to the show, everybody. Today we're gonna have fun. The closest we're gonna get to talking about politics is the pull-up thing that's going on in the airport. So here's what I asked. So Brian, you just got back from Utah. I thought you got back this weekend, but you got back last night.
Yeah, I got back into my house around 8 o'clock last night.
And that seems like tight planning on your part to come back late to know you're doing the show the next day. Did you get a really great rate? Is that why?
No, it's just when you're flying back from the West Coast, you lose 2 hours. There's not a lot of direct flights from Salt Lake City to Tampa. I think the only one's like a red eye on Delta, so I didn't want to take the red eye, so we ended up Southwest in it, and that took us through Denver. There was a very tight connection in Denver that we actually had to sprint.
Were you running like Home Alone in the airport?
We were running like Home Alone in the airport. My wife and my daughter were having trouble keeping up, so one of those guys in like the courtesy golf carts saw them trying to keep up with me and picked them up.
Did he really?
Yeah.
You were going to leave them behind. You would leave them behind, wouldn't you, to not miss a
I had to
flight?
get here to be at this show.
You don't help us here, $20.
I mean, if
Thank
they
you,
can't
Neil.
keep up, I have all the luggage. I'm literally like a Sherpa going through the airport with 3 bags on me. Literally 3 bags hanging off of me. All they have to do is keep up,
Were
and
they
they couldn't
yelling,
do it.
Dad, Brian, stop.
I'm yelling, keep up.
So I asked Brian, so I was like, hey, man, so were you at Utah this past weekend? And because he's always all over the place. And he goes, yeah, I just got back last night. And he said, you have a picture of you bundled up on the slopes or anything? He's like, no, I don't have any pictures. I go, well, you never post any pictures of anywhere you go, which I understand, but we don't even get to see them as buddies. You don't go, hey, look at this picture of me on the cruise. Look at this when I dressed up as Run DMC for 80s night. Now I'm starting to ask, are you really going on cruises? What are you really doing when you say that you're leaving for days? If you don't have any pictures, we don't really know what you're up to, Brian. This is how people prove that they do things these days, is they post on social media. If not, they at least tell their good buddies.
And now he has a new phone. That he can't show you anything on because he has this new phone. What happened to your old phone?
The camera was broken. I mean, cracked and shattered. I don't like switching phones. It is life-changing. But yeah, I go to these places. I just don't take any photos. The only 2 photos I have from this trip are of the license plate when I had to pay for parking in downtown. From the rental car, and I got a picture of a dog that my wife made me take because her phone was away, and she wanted to get this guy in the lodge had a French poodle, Australian shepherd, Saint Bernard mix, and a really cute dog. My wife's like, get a picture of that dog. So I have a picture of some stranger's dog and a license plate.
Nothing with you hugging your daughter or family at the top of the
My
slopes?
wife has that stuff. I don't have...
All right, well, hey, listen.
I live in the moment, baby. I don't take a lot of photos. My photos are like sports cards.
I understand what's important. Look, I get it, man. I get, but I just didn't know if there was anything like sometimes like Phoebe will send me, she'll take pictures and then she'll send them me immediately and I'll just save them on my phone. Like you don't have that report. Look, Brian, I just want to see you bundled up, dude. I can't imagine you skiing. I'm not even asking for video of you on the slopes like Bubba would have wanted. I just want a still shot of you in that mounty white snow of Utah.
Yeah, it was, let me tell you right now, not a lot of snow. They're in trouble financially out there because typically their snow season starts before Thanksgiving, like the week before Thanksgiving, and runs all the way through March. They have had like 2 days of snow. We weren't even sure. It was touch and go up until a day or two before we were going to leave, whether or not the slopes were even going to be open.
Oh, that's a real touch and go. Like you would still be able to go to you would still be able to go on the trip, right?
Let me tell you, Park City. There ain't a lot going on in Park City, especially with a 7-year-old in tow.
Aren't there any indoor slopes or anything?
There's no.
Yankee Jib, $10.
No, there is nothing in Park City. There is nothing. I mean, there's not anything entertainment-wise. It is all ski or nothing.
Well,
Everything's centered around it. Everything closes except for bars and restaurants. Everything closes at 6 p.m. They've got to scan your ID just to get you a drink in there because it's Mormonville. It was really an interesting trip from that perspective. Very, very interesting trip.
So if they for some reason the slopes were closed, what would you have done? Would you have still gone on the trip?
Yeah, we probably would have gone to a Mammoth game in Salt Lake City, and we would have spent all of our time driving from Park City, where our resort was, to Salt Lake City to do something, because there's nothing in Park City to do.
What's going on? Is it too warm there? Is that why?
It was. I mean,
would you say it's global warming, Brian?
I'm not gonna. We're trying not to get political. There. It could be.
Okay.
I don't know. It's definitely no. It's
what
just
a pussy, right? Let me.
Come on.
Well, you said we're not getting political.
Global warming, boy. Go ahead.
I can't say one way or the other. I know it's the current weather pattern, but they're not going to have snow for like another 2 weeks. So what we skied, it may be closed next week. They're going to get into the 50s.
Well, I mean, what are these? Do these people start having? Are they destitute? Do they have to start living in the snowy forest if they don't have snow for 2 weeks?
Well, it's not cheap to live in a ski resort area. First of all, so like the restaurants and the stores are expensive. And their entire economy is based around ski season. And when that doesn't happen, like it's not happening now, I mean, it was dead there. There was a few people when we got there Saturday. By Sunday, it started to clear out. And then Monday and Tuesday, there was barely anybody at these resorts. So all the people that give all the instructors are sitting there twiddling their thumbs. Their workers were still getting trained on how to do stuff because they haven't been open.
Were you over tipping people because you felt bad for them?
I mean, I was handing out the money.
You were, yeah. I could tell it was one of those.
Well, because they're gonna. I checked the weather. They're screwed. I mean, they are straight up screwed because they need a good base so these resorts can make their own snow for skiing.
Do we want to start a GoFundMe for these people? You're very passionate about the exotic people that work in those resorts now.
It's not like my heart's not breaking for Epic because they're a global cartel and I hate them. They buy up all the ski resorts and screw Epic. But for the individual workers that work for that cartel, it's pretty sad.
To Havoc, $20.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so can you maybe at least just later, do you think maybe you can ask if there's a photo of you?
Yeah, I'll get you a proof of life photo.
I don't even need an Ariana photo, okay? I just need a little something just of you with your ski goggles, right? I mean,
That's right. That's who you want to see.
Did you fall or anything like that?
I fell twice.
Okay.
Wow, what a pro.
I've only gone skiing. This is my third time in my life going skiing. I went 12 or 13 years ago for my buddy's bachelor party for the first time in Breckenridge. I went 2 years ago to Tahoe, and now this one. It's really for my daughter, so it's I'm not a skier in any sense of the word. I did not grow up. My family was not rich.
You're not an ex-gamers or anything like that, okay?
I mean, I literally never saw snow before I was an adult.
Yeah.
We never left the state of Florida. I was laughing to myself as I'm thinking all the places my daughter has gone by the age of 7. And I'm like, I didn't leave the state of Florida until I was 10.
I know. And then you tell her that and she doesn't care at all.
And she does not care. She has no perspective on the life that she's living. She's gone to all these countries and all these different, spots and states and done these different activities. I did none of them.
Lummy,
None.
Lummy, you came in this. Well, Lummy, we got a couple of things already. Lummy, what you kind of called out Brian for something that may.
Well, I didn't really call him out. I just was disappointed because I reached out to Babyface last night and I was trying to have like a little conversation about USF. He's a former alumni. Or I guess
and booster.
Sorry, he is.
No, I'm not the
alumni.
booster. Lummy's the booster.
You're both paying for Brian Hartline's new contract.
But he was there too last night. I was kind of wanting to talk to Babyface about Brian Hartline, the basketball team. Charleston came in. I mean, they had 2, 7 foot, 1 7'2", 1 7 foot. Thought
Charleston
we could talk
basketball?
about it. Yeah,
College of Charleston.
Yeah, college.
Are they a heavy hitter? Are they in the Duke, North Carolina conversations?
They might as well be, man. They're pretty good. They got really some really.
They're 5 and
dudes.
5, Seth.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, this is a diamond in the rough. I just wanted to know
exactly.
So you wanted to talk. You wanted to talk to Babyface about the College of Charleston coming to town.
Kind of, and then also with Heartline because they introduced Heartline and him being there and kind of just having a little back and forth with someone like Babyface that's knowledgeable to have like $50 knowledgeable about USF and things like that. And I reached out to him and crickets. Absolutely crickets.
I knew this was going to come up, and I'm sorry, Lummy. I was literally in the middle of getting things from the airport and trying to get home.
You can text on a plane, right?
I wasn't on the plane. I was in
easy. Wow, holy crap.
I was physically in the airport trying to get my stuff together so that I could get it all loaded up in the car.
You were mid-run. You were mid-stride, right, when he texted you?
We were done sprinting to the gate at this point. It was around 7:15 or so, I think it was the time, or 7 o'clock.
Were you at the game, Lummy, looking at talk?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I was like, hey, Ashley, can you call him Babyface's Facebook or anything and see, like, is he out of town? Is he all good? And nothing. So I'm like, oh, all right, so Babyface is just straight up ignoring me. All right, I see how it is.
Because you had no idea he was in Utah, right? Because the guy doesn't post. Unlike Lasker, who gives us very solid updates on the way from here to Nashville or Memphis or wherever the hell he was, including his lunch. We don't know what the hell Brian's up to for a week and a half.
Look, man, I'm not a boomer. I'm not posting every little thing I do on Facebook. I'm not that interesting of a guy, and I live in the moment. I don't know what to tell you guys. I will say I'm sorry to Lummy. I had a feeling it might come up on the air that I did not, and I wasn't trying to blow him off. It was the timing of everything.
Was it a call you were looking for, Lummy, or a text?
No, just a text back and forth because Babyface is very knowledgeable, obviously, about college basketball. Realistically, a lot of sports. So being able just to kind of like go off of back and forth, kind of just having that information going back and forth with Babyface, I thought would have been fun with me being there and just seeing what he thinks of the different stuff. Knowing this was before the game, maybe like 1-2 minutes before the game. So kind of like, hey, Babyface can give me some like information about maybe something about the team, College of Charleston.
You wanted like a scouting report?
Yeah, or just like, oh yeah, hey, watch this guy, or this guy's, something.
So you were just trying to make some small talk, pretty much.
Yeah,
I can't blame Babyface then on this one. I don't think Babyface should feel bad.
Well, I mean, do you want me to comment on how Mr. Dean is? That literally they got a guy on College of Charleston. His name is Mr.
Mister.
Mister, Mr. Dean, and then Georgi Kurtzik from Serbia. Serbians are. You know what? Speaking of Serbia, you know what I watched on the plane?
Oh boy,
the Netflix documentary on the
Serbians
on the 2024 Olympics basketball.
Okay,
it's a great watch if you haven't seen it.
Serbia, because they have Jokic, right? They went they played in the gold medal game.
So they focused. No, they lost in the semis.
Oh, did they?
To the USA, but it was a tight game. It was a great documentary. Newfound respect and love for KD. Durant.
What made you turn around and love him?
He got emotional talking about basketball and how much it means to him, and how much why he's played for Team USA and his perspective on it in the world. I mean, like I said, It was a great documentary. I forget what it was called.
He's Captain America. I think he's got like or him and Carmelo, I think, have some of the most gold medals,
it's
right?
KD.
Is it KD that has it now?
Yeah. And he's like the all-time leading scorer in the Olympics. It was
Did you cry? Was there any tears at all?
No, not from me.
Okay.
But he did.
All right.
He did. He broke down.
Good. I like that.
Talking about how much the game of basketball meant to him. I guess he came from a really rough area and it had a rough upbringing.
Where did he grow up? Like New York, or was it D.C. or something like that?
Something like that.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Right. Well, look at that. A new documentary that Babyface
it's not new at all.
It's not new at all, but he does recommend it on the way back from Utah. Were we able to, and I was trying to avoid something that I know that you and Bubba have to go through every day, and that's trying to figure out what like the thumbnail for the show should be. Yesterday, just to make it easy, I said, hey, let's just make it a Blizzard takeover thing, which just so people know what they're getting into, that Bubba's not going to be here. Then I talked to Gary in the afternoon, and then Gary said, we mentioned Jewel during the show yesterday or during Hot Mic or something, because there was a picture of her, and I guess
in a bikini.
Could you send that to me, Lummy?
Was Jewel looking good? I know she's got a rack. She's got like
it looks like she kind of lost a little bit of
hidden
rack.
body there.
She got wouldn't even know about Jewel's body, but you knew.
Really? She's had a huge rack, but now it looks like she lost it a little bit.
She got a Ozempic rack now?
I'm glad we're carrying on the spirit of Bubba now by talking about huge racks and stuff like that.
Who will save your soul when it comes to the pallet now?
What's the number one fact about, if someone said, tell me a fact about Jewel, what would the number one fact be?
She lived in her car,
exactly.
Right? Yeah,
and
she has a chipped tooth.
That's all we know.
And her family is from, was on that show.
What show?
They were the Alaskan Mountaineers or something like that, weren't they?
What did they do? Did they build? Was it like Storage Wars, but for igloos? Like what did they do?
I don't know. They were on the they lived in the wilderness in Alaska, and TLC or A&E covered them and did a whole show about them.
You didn't send me that picture yet, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's see.
I feel like I know too much about Jewel for some reason.
All right. Is this up now? Am I up?
You're up. I'm up.
You can see it? No.
Oh.
Can you see the picture?
Yes.
Okay.
We 76, $20.
Weeze, you're the man.
She's looking like a diamond in the rough over there, that Jewel.
So, are those lyrics to her songs?
No, just
okay.
a jewel, diamond,
okay.
diamond's a jewel.
I knew there were some playoff words there. I just wanted to make sure.
See, it's tough being in that seat and catching my comments.
I like to. I 90% of the time I know where you're coming from. So I just like to figure it out. But I will let any insults that you hurl my way today just go. I will not challenge you on any of those. All right, but so anyway, so Cantrell goes, I heard you talking about Jewel. I can make a great Jewel thumbnail. And I was like, okay, great. I don't care. Whatever, Jewel. Fine, let's make a Jewel thumbnail. So he made a great Jewel thumbnail.
Yes.
But then last night or afternoon, the Sherrone Moore, coach of Michigan, that whole scandal exploded in about 5 minutes. All over. So then today we had the Jewel thing ready to go, and then Lemmy says, do you think that we should change it to Sherrone Moore? And I said, we probably should. Was it too late? What did we end up with today,
Greg
Lemmy?
D, $20.
Woo!
What we ended up with was the Michigan coach fired, and can't trust no hose.
No, it just says Michigan coach fired after shocking affair on YouTube.
You gotta look at the thumbnail.
It doesn't say can't. Does it say can't trust?
Can't trust them hoes.
Does it really say that?
Yes, the babyface goes to the thumbnail, but he's lacking technology. So
yeah, I am lacking tech.
Can't trust them hoes. And so, what did you have? You had some sort of witticism that could have been the thumbnail quote for today, didn't you, Brian?
Coach no more.
There we go. Coach no more for Sherrone Moore. We'll get into that today. I mean, that's I know you guys always talk about Bubba running through a bunch of news stories and everything like that. I got a few things that I think would pique our interest, but the coach of Michigan was let go yesterday. Are we getting into it, or
he got arrested?
Yeah, he got arrested. Oh, that's right. He was on a plane. He didn't see that. He wasn't checking his phone at all.
I want to go through I'm trying to go through the chain of events from it. Let me see here. Where's the update on? I want to try to find her. So the coach of Michigan, there she is. Is this up? Can you put this? Let me know when you guys can see this.
That's who he was messing with?
All right, so the coach of Michigan got fired yesterday. Everybody's like, what's going on? Dave Portnoy from Barstool, he cuts a video going, that's right, at Michigan, we don't tolerate 9-3. We go for the national championship every year or bust. So he thinks it's some sort of wins and losses move. But what happened was, and this is just being reported by a lot of people, included it was being reported by random people on Twitter up to a week ago, and Lummy will tell you about that in a second. The coach of Michigan had an affair with a staffer. This staffer right here on the right page. People are upset that she's being outed, but I don't know. She's a main player in this, so I don't know if she should be off in obscurity. You know, she is an adult, but he is married. He has 3 to 4 kids, from what I've heard. Hooked up with her with an affair, got her pregnant, forced her to have an abortion. Did pay for it, doubled her salary at the University of Michigan as a staffer. Michigan finds out, obviously. They fire the coach. Coach gets into an argument with his wife yesterday. I can only imagine it's about this. I would only imagine as your world's ending, you're losing your job, your wife's finding out. Go ahead.
Why catch a charge on top of it?
So this is what happened. So he runs out of the house. He tells his wife he's going to kill himself. So then he goes to this girl's house. He goes and breaks in and puts a knife to his throat and says, I'm going to kill myself, but I'm taking you first.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe it was something along those lines. Look, who knows right now? Well, I'm sure we'll get it. The guy got arrested, so I don't know what happened there, but he ended up leaving, and they ended up picking him up, I think, around a church that was in the area. But that's kind of like the Cliff's Notes version of what happened yesterday with the coach of Michigan. So here's the girl that he hooked up with. Not that this is a massive deal, but they've already found out so much about this woman, obviously from her LinkedIn, from her Instagram, all these other things. They even were able to find out how much she makes and everything. Her dad works for the Chicago Bears. I believe he's been like a scout there for quite a long time. So that got drawn into it yesterday. But the craziest thing that happened is that there were people, and I sent Lummy one of these guys, and there were a few people that popped up. Lummy, do you have the tweet? When did this guy tweet this to Michigan?
I thought it was December 3rd.
December 3rd.
I gotta pull it up, yeah, but I thought it was December 3rd. You're talking about the ex-quarterback, right?
Yeah. It was pretty much, there were people that were just putting on Twitter, and I saw at least 3 people, and you can obviously from when a tweet is timestamped, but guys were tweeting this as early as December 1st that he got a Michigan staffer pregnant, that he was obviously cheating on his wife, that he forced her to get an abortion, and that he was going to get fired soon. That's what people people had a week and a half ago. So I can only imagine that if he went to her house and said, "You ruined my life," I'm guessing she told a few people what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously her friends knew or somebody knew, and that got out.
I don't think it was. I don't think she could have been happy about the situation because I don't know if he would tell anybody. But here's the other thing. Here's what they also found out about this guy when they went to his Instagram. All he was following was porno stars, OnlyFans stars, like Instagram models.
The head coach?
Yes, the head coach, Sherrone Moore. Like, we found out, we found one man that might be hornier than Urban Meyer. I mean, that's what I started thinking about last night. Like, who could possibly be hornier, Sherrone Moore or Urban Meyer? And maybe is this just a profession where, I don't know, the thing about following OnlyFans or Instagram models, it's public. Just people can see who you follow. That's one of those things where, if you were in some sort of position, I don't know, where if you're an educator or a leader of men or something like that, you might want to just maybe have a burner account where you do that. But Sherrone Moore had it right out there in the open. So
I mean, can we talk about what this says about the type of person who's in this position? I mean, it's not
because her or him.
As far as the coaches, yeah, because it's not. I mean, this is a long, storied history of coaches philandering, doing inappropriate things. I mean, we've got
Bobby
Petrino. It comes to mind. I believe even Rick Pitino had some things come up.
Pitino did, yeah.
Urban Meyer. We got this guy. These guys are wired differently than the rest of us. They're not normal people.
Let me said the richer you are, the hornier you are.
I don't know. I think it has more to do with the power and the ego of it all, right? I mean, these guys are all, for the most part, egomaniacal. They're lunatics. They're not normal human beings, and you have to be a head coach, or anybody who rises to a position of power like that, CEOs, presidents. I mean, you're generally not a good person. As a general rule, you are a sociopath. You don't think that and I hate to, because that lumps us into this category. You don't think that these guys are just dudes that are walking around horny like everybody else, except the options they have are more plentiful than a regular guy? No, I think these are dudes that feel entitled to it. I think these are dudes that feel like they deserve it and they're better than everybody else, and that it is their right. It's their birthright to have this and to take what they want and not worry about repercussions because they're that powerful and they run the show there. Yeah, these dudes don't. I look at the guy the CEO that got caught at the Coldplay concert. They don't care. They flaunt it. They feel they're just this. Tiger Woods, all of them. There's a long line of these guys. This isn't new. But what about but there's regular guys too. I mean, I think there's regular guys, just your average dudes that just go and work regular jobs. There's but that still do these kinds of things that I don't think necessarily have the power that you talk of, but just have the desires to be with other women. Look, there's dudes that are scumbags. Don't get me wrong. I just think that there's a very large portion of dudes in power that are complete and total scumbags. Can anybody a lot of people were saying they understand why this guy threw his whole career and family away for this woman. Can anybody else go ahead and agree with that or no? No, I saw some older pictures of her that I wouldn't have thrown away for. I mean, look, I don't know what his situation was. He was married with 3 to 4 children. No, I'm saying I don't know what his like was his wife a nag? Was she cheated on him in the past? I don't know anything about his past to fully judge this here. I'm going to say, and again, I don't know, but we have to prejudge. That's just what we do. I'm going to guess if a mom has 3 or 4 kids and the dad is a football coach who was there with Jim Harbaugh and who's now the head coach, I think that it takes up a lot of time in your day. So maybe with the kids and everything, it's probably harder for her. I don't think she has the freedom that he has to necessarily hook up with other dudes. So this is a video that, again, the internet, man, undefeated. And,
I can't believe they found that.
They found Coach Moore standing next to his side piece.
Well, she got promoted to his executive assistant. And have you seen pictures of Sherrone Moore's wife?
I have not.
Oh, this girl looks exactly like his wife.
Oh, really?
Like, exactly. Kelly Moore, Kelli Moore is his wife, and this girl looks like a younger version of his wife.
So here's Sherrone Moore standing next to a
side piece.
Yeah, a little side piece, a little fancy lady right there. Here's something I was thinking about last night, and think about this for 1 second. Who do you think has? I put myself in both their positions. Who do you think has more shame right now? Sherrone Moore or the girl now that everybody knows was the one that was the quote-unquote homewrecker, the one that got pregnant, the one that had an abortion, the one that still probably wants to have a professional life in the sports world? Obviously, we know he's probably going to be done for a little while. Who do you think Who do you think could possibly feel worse?
Well, he's obviously going to be the one that takes all the fire. She's gonna get hit with some shrapnel from it, but she is just as guilty as he is. I mean, let's be clear on this. I don't care about the power structure. You can say whatever. She was some sort of recruiting position. She knew what she was doing. This is a grown adult. She wasn't forced into anything with him. She made a choice to get with a married man, to have unprotected sex with a married man, to continue that affair with him. And yes, there's a little bit of a power, disposition and power there, but she deserves whatever she gets fallout from this. 100%.
So this is some. I mean, okay. So here we have a picture. This is a picture of his wife. Here's the thing that sucks about it is now obviously he cheats, on his family. It's a whole big thing, and now people are digging up pictures of his wife to go, hey, who looked better, his wife or the side piece or whatever? Yeah, we can't blame this guy at all. Yeah, she didn't ask for any of this. By the way, very fine. That's a fine lady.
Well, she looks. I mean, there's even better pictures of her than that, but where she looks a lot like the side piece. She doesn't deserve any of this at all. I will tell you this: he's not going to. This is where he's in trouble. He's not going to get any defense from Black Twitter at all.
What is that? I thought you were going to say he's not going to get any of his money from Michigan.
No, he's not going to get any of his money from Michigan. They've been sitting on this, waiting to fire him.
Well, he got fired with cause.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was the big thing. Because I finally learned because Brian Kelly got fired without cause, and I thought losing was cause.
No,
that's not cause.
No.
Banging, impregnating your staffer, promoting her, abortions galore, threatening to kill yourself and her, all these other things. That's with cause, right?
Yeah.
That's what we learned right there. So that was a story that kind of blew up last night. I found it fascinating. Again, there were multiple people that had tweeted about this. It clearly wasn't a secret at all. Everybody, boosters knew about this, randoms knew about it. So I would imagine, and again, he got fired pretty swiftly. It doesn't seem like this is one of those things that would, took like a year-long investigation. I feel like they found out about it and moved on it. So I'm just wondering now, and remember, Michigan had like the cheating allegations too with Connor Stallions when he was there. So this might be a great day for Ohio State fans already. Ohio State fans in the playoffs. Yeah, they had that loss to Indiana last week, but now when they wake up and they see what's happening with Michigan and they're in the playoffs, they probably got to be feeling better about things. So
Ohio State fans are insufferable. I hate them all. Michigan fans are insufferable. Screw them too.
Are they?
Yeah, they're awful. They're all awful. They just the arrogance that they have is just unbelievable. They're both cheaters. Okay, Urban Meyer is a filthy cheater.
Well, he's not been in the program.
It doesn't matter. His legacy is there. He has that taint all over that program.
What do you mean? What do you mean if they take like a black light, then his legacy is going to be left all over the locker room or the desk or something like that?
His legacy is what it is. And, if you win tainted championships and it's just the way they.
So you think Jim Harbaugh is a cheater too? I mean, do you think?
I don't know. I think if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Okay. It's like NASCAR. But I don't know if Lummy saw this, but you look at Ohio State Twitter after they lost the championship game. They're like, "Oh, Brian Hartline, you can't serve two masters, and they need to fire him immediately," and blah 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 about their loss to Indiana. Rather than just saying, "Hey, Indiana's a really good team, and they may have outplayed us in this game," they're scapegoating Brian Hartline. They're just
all right. I see where this comes from. Now USF's new football coach.
That's right, man.
He was an assistant from Ohio State, and now I can see why you've got new hostilities towards Ohio State fans.
Yeah. I mean, just seeing them online, they're just insufferable. They're just they're awful people.
Well, they're only going to be celebrating today because of Sherrone Moore, coach of Michigan, fired. It's a really, really look. I'm assuming with the details that we know already, just an hour after the story happened, it's probably only going to get a lot worse for everybody that's involved. So we'll be standing by. Can't wait to tell all these details of whatever we find out today to Gene Lasker tomorrow when he's in the studio. He'll be here, right, Lummy?
Yes, he is. I talked to him last night, and he said he was going to be here. He's excited.
Should stay within his own race. Wouldn't have gotten in so much trouble. Black woman wouldn't have ran her mouth.
Oh, so also, Seth, real quick, too, about how long they know, I guess.
Where's that disclaimer?
The reports are that the AD knew about this 4 weeks ago.
Oh, they were sitting on it.
And he was trying to bury it for all 4 weeks, and finally it...
Well, yeah. Well, he barely. I mean, he was able to bury it, I guess, through the season ending. I mean, that's his.
Well, it's actually kind of bad too because they lost out on all the coaching candidates. I mean, realistically, if they would have fired him 4 weeks ago, they would have had a lot better opportunity to hire a better coach.
In fairness to them, I'm sure they were trying to figure out how you navigate through your coach and impregnating a staffer and how that keeps quiet and how you end up firing this person, and you got to make sure that it is with cause so they can't get any of their money. It's a whole thing. There is one guy that's available, John Gruden. So he does not have a job. He would be available to coach Michigan. I don't know if that's a route that he would go or they would go, but but that's always something that could be explored.
I think you can't go from a coach who was fired amid scandal to a coach that was fired amid a scandal. Like, I think you have to go to somebody who's squeaky clean.
I understand.
As an institution,
I would normally concur, but because John Gruden's scandal pales in comparison to this scandal, this one has John Gruden's scandal a little more racism, but I think overall
misogyny,
a little was a lighter
homophobia.
Which was a worse scandal? Sherrone Moore, John Gruden, call now. We're gonna find out next. All right, so we'll find that out. Brian, everything is a scandal with that. Lummy, you said that Gene was locked in. What's he excited about tomorrow? And he knows that I'm just doing the show, right?
Of course. That's why he's so excited. Let me pull up his text to me. Between my new car adventure and my absent the past 2 weeks, Seth, S-E-F-F, is going to have to tell me to shut up and quit hogging up the show.
I will not. I mean, I will not. I'm looking forward to that. You know, it's just gonna be me and Gene tomorrow with Lummy.
That's right, and I got a bunch of pictures I need to send over.
Of what? Of his trip?
Of his car.
Oh, his car, his hot rod.
Yes, his hot rod.
Oh, okay,
and his trip too.
Oh man, so I just realized it's gonna be me, you, and Gene tomorrow.
Oh, don't forget Macho. You know,
Macho. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah,
of course the Macho. Yeah. Brian, are you free tomorrow? What are you doing? Are you what's going on here?
I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe you can call me out of the bullpen.
Okay. Well, I know we used to have shows like once a month with you and Gene. So
used to. I think we've done it once.
We did. Well, you know, people are there
once a month. Once a millennia.
All right, you pricks.
We don't need this snowflake. He got me, Dean Lasker.
He's people are clamoring for it. All right, coming up, I got a couple of things that I want to hit on. One of them, I sent this story to Bubba on Monday, and he just was not interested in talking about it. But I've been fascinated by it. Did you see this thing about Cher and that she's engaged? She's 79 and she's with a 39-year-old.
Yeah.
I know that we've dragged Bill Belichick and his woman and all that stuff, but can you love and plow an 80-year-old woman? That's something that I want to dig into. And also,
she's writing you a check. Why not?
But is she writing you a check?
I mean, he's got to be getting something out of that.
That's what people think. And also, who is going to be the newest person that dives headfirst into baseball cards around here? That's right. It's Lummy. We'll talk about that next.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Long time.
Did you really say that?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I wonder what she's up to. This was on Saturday as we're heading to the airport.
I can't believe how much money she's worth.
She's got to be worth like what, $500 million?
Yeah, $360 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I didn't think she had that many hits.
She's been busy kicking it out wide, brother. Did anybody like my hat during the first break? Were there any comments on it?
No, nobody said anything.
It's hard to. We gotta kind of lighten you up.
Never mind.
We gotta light the hat.
Never mind, man.
Light the hat. You think that the coach? You think that was like? You think he was just barebacking her the whole time, or
dude? Listen,
was it
man.
Like a slip up when she got pregnant.
I'm just thinking, if I'm cheating, I'm not gonna come in you. That's me, but I'm not him. I'm me.
I know, but I'm saying
it's
that
risky behavior.
If he's banging her, do you think he's not wrapping it up? I mean,
no, he's not wrapping. Well, Lummy, she's pregnant.
I know that's what I'm saying, but I didn't know if it was one time slip.
No slip.
Like they were.
No, he's famous. Famous guys don't have to wear rubbers. That's Bubba.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Jeff Coy Kendall. How we doing? Good to see everybody. So I need to get a snack in here. Traveling. I don't recommend it. It doesn't matter if they say they're on the pill. Wrap that up or at least pull out. What's up, Greg? How we all doing? Yeah, we got a babysitter today. Well, this is the show, man. I mean, gotta keep talking during hot mic. Can't lose viewers or listeners during Hot Mic. Make sure you give us a thumbin'. We need lots of thumbs. What's GTSY? I don't know what that means. What's up, Super?
The thing is, man,
Thank you, T-Roy. What's up?
the new bull lookalike from Australia, he can play. He have blocks, man. That's one thing. I'm just surprised that, which I guess is not the call to play, is that you think they would have 2 7-footers at the same time. Because, I mean, the one kid at 7'2", he's a transfer from Clemson.
Look at Florida, man.
Yeah,
They're built on length.
They've
got that Gigantor Ryu. They've got Condon. They've got another big.
Yeah,
they gave UConn a lot of trouble with their length. I think the rebounding disparity and the foul disparity in that game, and UConn still won it because Florida's not the best shooting team in the country. But man, they're a long team.
You're long.
Well, where it matters. Unfortunately, it's incredibly thin.
Thin cocks are the worst, man.
We're having fun. We're having a good time.
So, how's everybody doing?
Good, man.
Great.
How's chat? Pretty cool?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
they're
cool.
They like your hat.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Gators are the best 5-4 team in the country.
I disagree.
USF? I think we're 6-4 now.
They are.
That's
I
right.
was thinking the same thing yesterday, though.
And Gators lost to Duke by a point, UConn by 4, and Arizona by 6. That TCU game in there, that's a real head scratcher.
Listen, the white boy from USF
Oh, he can. Look, USF's got a squad, man. I wish they would have won two more of those games that they lost.
We're undefeated at home.
That's great. But again, wish they would have lost 1-2 of the games that they lost, and an 8-2 USF is a lot more attractive than a 6-4 USF. They could have pulled off that Oklahoma State game and that George Washington game.
We were letting those scrubs play.
I mean that 15-point loss to Colorado State's a bit of a
Well, we rested our players for that game.
Yeah. Load management.
The head coach of USF though, he looks like Zane Geef.
Yeah, he does have that look to him. Yeah.
He just looks angry. Like an angry guy.
He does.
Tired of paying sky-high cable TV bills? Sick of juggling endless streaming subscriptions? There's a better way. Go to getabox.com. With Get a Box, you get every channel, every game, every movie ever made. Watch local and national channels, live sports, all your favorite movies, and much, much more. This isn't another subscription. It's a one-time purchase. No contracts, no fees, no nonsense. For a limited time, use promo code BUBBA at checkout for $25 off any box. That's getabox.com, promo code BUBBA.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army now returns.
Stop it.
Welcome back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. My name is Seth, in for Bubba with Babyface and Lummy, Warren Garrison. Lummy, I didn't even ask you, when you go out to these games on weekend nights, do you stay for the whole thing? Do the games wrap up at like 9 o'clock or?
No, we Shack Fu Radio gifted 10 memberships.
Woo! Thank you, Gentry.
No, we left a little early last night just because it was getting a little late and Walker was getting a little crabby.
What's late for? So is it's Walker that needs to get out of there, not necessarily you?
Yeah,
I know. I notice it because I'm up. I have I can't sleep at all. I'm up all the time. But I see sometimes like you'll generally send the prep between like 9 and 11:30. You don't go to bed very early?
No. I usually try to go to bed about 11 o'clock.
Okay,
but that's man, and then you're getting up at what, like 4:30 to get here on time?
Yeah.
That's not a lot of sleep, Lummy. I've got to, as your friend, I got to say, and I think I raised this last show because I noticed that you sent out the show prep right at 11 p.m.
Yeah,
which you do know that nobody's reading show prep at 11 p.m. for a morning show that's starting at 6, right?
It's for the morning.
I understand, but the whole idea of prep is that we get a chance to review it before the show. And when we're getting it at 11 p.m.,
wow! Listen to this, Lummy. Now you're not getting the prep to Babyface early enough.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
First of all, I don't need prep. I'm not a prima donna like other guest co-hosts.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I can roll with it without having, and I'm capable of doing two things at one time. So it's not like I can.
Who's he taking shot? I can't even keep track back here.
Shots fired.
Are those shots to Dan? I can't.
Do you think I'm sending Gene prep?
You're emailing Gene and expecting him to read it?
Yes, exactly. No, Bubba
Go
wants
check
it
my mailbox, Lummy. Went out to the front of the Casa de Lasker and couldn't find any show prep.
Does Lasker have an email, Lummy?
No. He does not have an email.
Okay, I was going to ask like if he was with Hotmail or something like that.
How about that at
AskJeeves.com?
Yeah,
GeneLasker.net.
At me. Lummy. So now you need to start getting the prep to Babyface earlier in the day.
No, he doesn't. I'm just saying that.
Send him a bunch of links, Lummy. He won't know.
As his friend,
since he said he doesn't check.
Yeah. No, it is tough because you do need to get like relevant news.
Yes, and Babyface, I've taken your advice from the last show, and I have been going to sleep around 9.
That is much better, and you're going to live longer because of it.
Thank you. Yes. Wow. I started, but like obviously last night with going to the game, then tonight going to the game. So I did sleep a week, going to bed about 9 and getting ready for the next couple days.
Are you this champion of sleep now, Brian? Because obviously we know sleep is important, but is it because you're on the peptides, you're losing weight now, and you are the beacon of health? So now you're trying to share your peptides and your sleep wisdom with the rest of the world?
Well, I just 7 to 8 hours is important. You got to be in that window.
But who really gets that?
I do. On most days,
Lummy,
I
do you?
try
Hold on,
to.
let me ask Lummy, do you?
No.
I don't. Macho? No. Well, let's see. Macho's a hell of a...
yeah, 13 hours.
I sleep in a cryogenic chamber. Woke up feeling 17 again. Sorry, Macho. Macho, what? Do you get a lot of sleep? Is sleep important to you?
It's important, but I probably get 6 to 7.
6 to 7, okay. So he's on the lower end. So.
Yeah, at minimum of 6, but ideally 7 is what you should be aiming for. That 7 to 8 window, and it's not. Look, science proves that you live longer if you can get that sleep. It's just the way.
Does science prove that?
Yeah.
Science hasn't talked to every
Science has proven this one.
Well, I figured, like my dad's sleep schedule now, he sleeps into about 11, 12 o'clock, so he's getting probably a good 12 hours of sleep. So I figured when I got older...
You're making up for it,
exactly.
Because your dad wasn't sleeping to 12 hours when you were a kid, right?
Not at all, no. So he's making up for it now.
I don't know that you can really make up for that.
You can't. You're saying you can't make up sleep. Let me write this down. We're going to talk to Dr. Dan on Monday to see if you can make up sleep. I bet you
think Dr. Dan doesn't get much sleep either.
No, he doesn't.
And he's a doctor.
He has, I think he's down on sleep.
Yeah.
I think he's anti-sleep.
Do we listen to Babyface, the lawyer, or a doctor?
First of all, with Dan, it's do as I say, not as I do, right? I mean, we know of some habits that he's had that aren't necessarily good for longevity. He's given some of them up, but
look, this Brian is he's emptying out the chamber.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if we're going to bring Dan into this, I know he didn't ask to be brought into
our
this.
show doctor.
I was asking, I wanted to ask Dan as a doctor, not as as
well, you're saying, well, you got to listen to Dan. He's a doctor, and blah 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 blah. Look, the studies are there. This isn't secret information that's only available if you have an MD. This is stuff that shows that long-term health markers show that if you get that optimal 7 to 9 hour window of sleep, which first of all I think 9's too much personally, but that 7 to 9 hour window of sleep, that you will live longer.
Sleeping without waking up in the middle of the night, sleeping straight through. Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
good sleep. Yeah. Not ideally not interrupted, but 7 to 8 hours. You will live longer. It's been proven.
Are you saying that because I went to the doctor last Thursday? And,
oh yeah, you did. How'd that go?
Oh, well, I mean, I got. I didn't know that I had a buddy with Lummy, but I'm on the blood pressure cuff now.
That's right.
So they took. I went to the last time that I was at the doctor was the day that I got fired from working at the store in Orlando. They had called me when I was actually at the doctor. I had nothing all day except the Celsius. So they did my blood pressure and it was high. And they said, okay, we'll have you wait and we'll do it, before you leave. And then I called and I got fired. So then it was like 140. And so then when I came back, like a month later to check it again, it was still kind of high. So they put me on a low dose blood pressure medication. I have to take my blood pressure every day. I was going to Publix, which I kind of liked, but then we just ordered one for 10.
You're just driving down to Publix to take your BP?
I was doing that. It's smart. It's free.
It's a good system that they're running right now, Brian. But it's as a kid, you walked into the, Eckerd or Walgreens or whatever, and you would see the elderly people, and they would be sitting down taking their blood pressure. Like, man, what's going on with these people? Are they going to die? Like, what's happening? Man, and then the life, dude, it happens fast. And then you're that guy. Then you're that guy that's going and getting his arm sucked off at Publix with the 5 people in the pharmacy looking, probably getting their results fed right to them, laughing at you, and it was the whole thing was I don't want to say like it was some sort of reflective moment, but it just really made me feel part of life. I think like just part of the circle of life when I was going to do my blood pressure there. Now I do it at home. It's been like 127/80.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, since I started doing it. So
are you on a medication? Mm-hmm. Is that with medication? It's controlled to that.
I'm on medication. right now. She said it was a medication I could come off of. Dude, it's.
Do you know one of the things that leads to high blood pressure?
Yes, lack of sleep.
Lack of sleep.
Yep, that's right.
I
sent you Babyface. Thank you. He sent me what he uses and follows. So I'm gonna start watching this. So I
Hold on, I'm gonna
that.
pass. I made myself lightheaded from sleeping or from laughing like this. Hold on, this is
Thank you.
This is a commercial first that they're running. Let me do this.
This is what Macho follows.
No, this is what you follow.
Is this, hold on. Where's internet?
Nature to restore us. Every night before you close your eyes, you are given a chance to reset your body, refresh your mind, and renew your soul.
Just so people know that this is a motivational nighttime speaking on why sleep matters by Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Sleep is not just rest. It is a sacred healing time designed by nature to restore us. Yet so many of us rush into bed with our worries, our screens, and our endless thoughts.
Yeah, we do, Fauci.
Yeah.
Why aren't you in jail? Lock him up. Slugger, trying to force us to take the poison. I drink Mountain Dew. I don't take vaccines. All right, that was funny, Lemmy. I appreciate you you sending it over. So she said that I could get it's a low dose. She said I could get off of it if I put in the the work that would need to be done to make myself healthier, which is obviously what I eat and working out. And I'll tell you, man, it's I know that I put on weight and I have lost weight over the past few months. I've gone in there and I've gone down, but man, when you see obese down like on your chart, that's a very sobering thing to see. So,
yeah, it's obese if your BMI is over 30, right?
I don't know.
I mean, and BMI is a terrible measurement of health.
Look, I'm not mad. I'm not even splitting what obese means. Like I know.
Yeah, 30 or higher on the body mass index makes you obese.
And I'm on that. So
morbid is 35 or higher.
I don't even.
Are you morbidly obese?
I did not say that at all.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like I would. I don't know. God, I don't know how much bigger I'd be if I was morbidly obese. But it was tough to see. I've gone to the doctor for a long time now just because of the heart issues in my family, and you get your cholesterol and you get all this stuff done, and then I've seen that the junk that I've been eating is taking obviously a negative toll on me. So it was interesting. So I've changed my ways a little bit, but that's
how tall are you, Seth?
I'm 6 feet.
Are you really, or are you like 6 feet, like actually 5'11"?
No, I always say that I'm 5'11", but then Bubba always challenges me, and he always says that I'm 6 feet. So, I mean, I always try to be modest and say I'm 5'11", but I do believe I'm 6.
So I've got good news for you.
Oh.
Would you type in a calculator of my stuff, and you're going to tell me how long I'm going to live till?
Well, yeah, you will not be morbidly obese until you hit 258 pounds.
Okay.
At 258 pounds, you become morbidly obese under the BMI scale, which again is, not perfectly clear.
Listen, I understand. It wasn't. She didn't talk. She didn't go, "Hey, listen, you're obese." I mean, she just showed me the numbers. And
so in order to not be obese, you got to get under 220.
Okay. Well,
that should be your goal.
It's I'm 15 away from that. Just the goal is just the goal before was just to feel good, but now the goal has to be to lift weights or to do cardio, to make sure that I'm not, stuffing my face with a bunch of, Reese's every single night. So there's things that I have to do, but yeah, it was all of this stuff recently, Brian, just has made me feel obviously, I don't want to say very ill, but very, very much like an adult. So that's where I am right now. I do need to get my sleep study done. I've been completely putting that off for a long time. So I know that but once I do that, hopefully I get that taken care of. I can help with my sleep apnea and I can start sleeping and just being healthier overall. But yeah, that was the trip to the doctor wasn't as smooth as some of my other trips have been.
Yeah, no, it's good though that you're doing it now. Like most guys wait until it's too late. Once you start having significant problems with it, it's really hard to undo that damage. But you're still young enough before 50 to get in there, do the work, and get yourself healthy.
Get out in front of it.
Get out in front of it, man.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And that's why I'm glad Lummy's starting to sleep more, because when I see those emails coming at 11 o'clock at night, I know what time I have to get in, and he lives out in the wilderness.
Well, Lummy's on the blood. Lummy, you're on the blood pressure medication too, right?
Yes, of course.
Is it you on?
Of course. It's
fat.
a given.
Yeah, I'm fat.
Some fat people don't have high blood pressure.
Oh, that's true.
Look at Bubba.
Yeah.
Finest strand of Indiana white trash.
He's not fat. He's very muscular.
Lummy, is there anything that you want to? Is there anything when Bubba's not here? Is there anything that you want to say? Just as far as knowing that it's safe and that this won't get back to him. Just anything you want to get off your chest, just about your relationship with him, how things are going.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay is really what I'm asking.
Yeah,
here.
I'm great. And, I just want to take this time to thank Bubba for a great opportunity. And he's a great guy. He's a father-like figure to me. And have a safe trip, Bubba.
Are you guys having like a show Christmas party or doing anything for the holidays?
No. Well, technically, yeah. The Elevate thing.
Yeah, I had that down to talk about.
Yeah, we got to. Is that locked in? It seemed kind of wishy-washy when you messaged me, and I did respond to that message, by the way, very quickly.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I find it.
There's only one person that has not confirmed,
and who's that?
Lasker.
No, he confirmed.
Dan.
We'll just leave.
Okay, we got it.
Dan. I do want to talk about this, Brian, because I find it interesting that we have not done. I don't think outside of the Bubba premiere, I don't think we've done anything as a show. Last year we did the Content House and everything like that. We haven't done any show outings for content, have we?
No.
We're at the premiere together. So now over the holiday break, it's right. Is that what it is, Lummy? Now over the holiday break, all of us are going to go meet over at Elevate to go bowling and to do go-karts and all that. It seems like something that Bubba is psyched about now, but I think when it gets down to it, it's just not going to happen. We'll get to that and Lummy's new addiction coming up next.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
So much fun. Yeah, he's like, we got to do something here, and then,
Your buddy owns it, right?
He doesn't own it, but he's like a partner in it.
So he's an owner.
Well, no, I know because
he's not. I know he doesn't own it outright, but he's a co-owner.
Yeah.
Lummy, how's it going? Are the vibes good?
Oh, super duper.
Positive vibes only in chat, man. It's great.
Ringo Valentino, 89 months.
Hey Brian, so I got your text. So we sold out. That team Ricky Hensley bought, we had sold out.
Okay,
But
it just wasn't updated, so I wasn't sure.
No, it was updated. Listen,
When he bought it, I'm the one who edited the post and removed it.
listen. I put closed on the. I put closed on the post.
Oh, sorry.
But it's not, I'm not saying. What I'm saying is I had a pair of teams, but I will give that up to him so he can have the Astros and Rockies for $20.
Did we let him know that?
I just saw your text.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I could let him know. I don't think it's going to be an issue at all.
If it is, I'll buy him or whatever. I don't care.
No. I think it's fine. I just wanted to tell you that I can get him on that.
Okay.
I kind of always will hold the team either to close a break or in case like something like this happens.
Plus, you like having some skin in the game.
I mean, I don't really get into breaks. I don't really get into breaks at all. So, I mean, I feel like I think we have good prices for our breaks and stuff. I'll always take a chance, dude. If I can get 2 teams for $20,
yeah, why not?
I mean, that's fine for me.
Like last night, I got into one board. I got the Jets, the Saints, and the Panthers pretty cheap in a break, and all the hits were the Saints and the Jets.
What'd you get, Tyler Shug?
I got Shug, and I got some rookie auto redemption card.
You got a redemption?
Yeah, from the no huddle product on one of the Jets defensive rookies.
Wait, who? What? Lummy? Who? 100?
Alberto Perez, $100.
All right, we're coming back with that, Lummy. Don't forget, we got PayPal coming back.
Yes, sir.
Lummy, I'm gonna leave you here for a minute just so I can make TT.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and go with you. Leave chat by itself.
Chat can never be left alone. They can't be trusted.
They love everything. Thank you, Berto. Shipping is absolutely ridiculous on sending stuff right now, Berto. Because I don't even know if I trust how they, like, people shipping it. I mean, you have to like really bubble wrap that thing. 'Cause I don't know if it's damaged. So, what's up, Little Over Afterbirth? Jesse, good morning. Dirt Merchant, good morning. I tried Permagon, big bucks game tonight. You gotta pull the nose up on their losing streak, getting their ass kicked. Should have been against the Saints. Hopefully they don't lose to the lowly Falcons. Unfortunately, it seems like they play down to their competition. Jeez, Berto.
Berto Perez, $100, dude.
Right.
That's crazy.
Legitimate.
Thank you, Berto.
Lord, I was born a rambling man.
Ramble that, big boy.
Trying to make a living and doing the best that I can.
I got some more money to send you too.
Good, I love that. Shower me with roses, baby.
I don't like to send too many transactions.
Yeah, I know.
But sometimes it just happens.
I know, but just,
Oh, dude! Yeah, all right, now you're about to give me a fucking Lummy send you prep too late pep talk.
No, I was just gonna say one at the end of it is perfectly fine, or 2 at the end of it. One to Venmo.
Okay, peptides.
I think they do that.
Always trying to shove it up my ass over there. I'm doing a Bubba right now.
Okay.
Why can't you dance with me, kid?
Shove it! You're always shoving it up my ass.
Why can't you just dance with me? Do you guys know how hard it is to be up here in this seat?
What's up, Zach?
You don't even know what it's like.
I got all.
You don't know what it's like
to be a bad man.
Well, that's a different one.
Oh, sorry.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA. Is that the number, Lummy?
813-90-BUBBA.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take some calls, man. Some good, Lummy, it's screen stuff. Obviously.
Of course.
People that have something to bring to the table, not just the normal, I want to hear myself talk. Did you guys hear about this? Yes, we did. We talked about it 20 minutes ago. Go rewind the show. None of that stuff. But I do want to open the phones in case somebody has anything for Brian or you or anything along those lines.
I just sent you guys proof that I went skiing.
Okay.
AI was able to get it generated.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'm joking. It's not AI.
Oh, look at that, dude. Are you wearing pajama pants?
No, those are ski pants.
I'm holding it up.
They're the cheapest ski pants I could find 2 years ago on Amazon. I think I got them for $25.
You're all about fashion and you're all about having the right things. I mean, did you have to buy anything for this ski trip at all?
Not for this one because I bought everything 2 years ago.
Look
and
at
just
that.
reused it.
Nice.
Who'd you have take this photo? One of the poor ski instructors that's going hungry now that you that you left.
It was one of our friends. We went with another family.
Oh, one of those.
Family mix-ins.
Do they have a kid too?
They got 2 kids.
Okay, all right. What did the kids do stuff, and then you guys did adult stuff, or
not? There wasn't really any adult stuff on this trip, so we didn't. We were gonna get a sitter one night, but we were all tired, man. It's. Skiing's tiring. The whole living out west in the mountains, like being up at 7,000 feet, it really wears on your oxygenation when you're not used to it coming from sea level.
Well, yeah, you're a city slicker. I mean, but don't forget also, I feel like it was last year around this time. Didn't you go to a ranch or something?
Yeah, that was actually 4th of July.
Wow, man, you go to so many places. Wow. It's really it's hard to keep track.
I do realize that's where I spend all of my money is on trips.
Hey,
it's certainly not close.
$20 and Berto Perez $100.
Thank you, Berto, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. I know
we're humbled.
Thank you, everybody. I try to. I don't want to. Okay.
I mean, you should single out the people that are giving hundos.
Well, yeah, no. I just want to try to say thank you. Every time it happens. So, all right, Brian. Something I wanted to touch on real quick about your travels, and then we'll get into the Elevate thing. Then we'll get into
Yankee Jib $10.
Thank you, Yankee Jib. When you went on your cruise, we never talked about this because it was Thanksgiving and everything like that, but you had told me that there were theme nights for the cruise, right?
Yeah.
And that one of them was it an 80s or a 90s theme?
It was 80s theme.
It was 80s.
I got a funny one from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had an 80s theme night and you dressed up as like Run DMC, right?
Yeah.
Oh, how did that whole thing go? Did everybody else dress up? Do you have fun and then there's some sort of costume themed dinners? Like, tell me how it played out.
Yeah, it went pretty well. I can probably get a photo from my wife of that too, because I don't have the photos.
I understand. Live in the moment over here.
Yeah. You gotta live in the moment.
I understand. You can live in the moment and still take pictures. If you're talking about, I wasn't asking about rolling video on you and your wife skiing and all that stuff. I just wanted to see a still. There we go. We have a still. Maybe one day it'll be the background of your Facebook page, but today it's just a text message that Lummy and I have on our phones.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should make it because it's depressing. I still have my mom up there from 2 months ago. That was the time that I changed it.
Well,
so.
What is it? It's not a picture of her. It's a picture of her during happy times, right?
Yeah, it's not. What, you think I put a picture of her dying?
You said it's depressing. It's a picture
of your
depressing.
Mom. Every time I go on to it, it's like kind of like a reminder now, and I want to start healing a little more. So it's probably time to switch that out.
Wow. Okay. Look at that. I had no idea you're going to erase your mom from your life. I didn't know.
I didn't say erase her. I just meant it's around the holidays. I don't need reminders. They're everywhere.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right.
It's like so. Anyways, back to the cruise,
sleep, buddy. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
All right.
Sleep.
I am a little sleep deprived right now, so that's part of the reason why.
Well, what do you expect? You took a cross-country Southwest flight from Utah. I mean, you're not. Who do you think's going to be feeling good coming off that flight? Nobody. All right. Tell me about the theme night. Go ahead.
So we just all dressed up 80s, and I do feel like I maybe got some side eye from black people wearing the Run DMC outfit.
Come on, no way.
I felt there was a.
Did you do blackface?
No, God, no.
Okay, I don't know, man. On the open seas, things could get a little odd.
Yeah,
I just wanted to
international waters. You can do that.
Yeah, you can do it in international waters, but I chose not to.
Okay, that is the rule.
That is the right choice.
You can do it international and the Gulf of America. Those are all places you can do it.
Once you get 5 miles out, blackface is okay. okay.
So you got some side eye, but everything else, like, it was still just a fun night overall for you?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not really into the dressing up thing. It's just so much packing. Like, that's the thing. These 2 trips were just ridiculous. It's just so much packing for a 7-night cruise and a ski trip. You couldn't pick trips that you have to pack any more stuff for, and different stuff, completely different stuff.
What a pain in the dick, man.
Oh, it is the worst. It is the worst. And it says my wife just brings everything. Do you guys notice that when your wife travels? Like, she overpacks ridiculously?
I feel like he's doing a stand-up routine now,
think
guys.
so.
Hey, guys. Well, what do you mean? What is she putting? Like 40 pairs of high heels and a...
Yes. She's got a pair of shoes. Like, she goes through like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes a day on a trip. It's like traveling with Imelda Marcos. It's unbelievable. Like, seriously though,
Wow.
she'll need a pair of sandals. Then but maybe I have to wear sneakers. And then at night, there's always some sort of heels or something for whatever outfit she's wearing that night. I was like, can't you like ever plan your outfits around your shoes? Be like, oh, I'm gonna bring 1 pair of black heels and I can wear these 3 outfits with it. But no, it's always a different pair of shoes. And
can't you plan your outfits around your shoes? I can't believe those words. I mean, I can, but I can't believe those words came out of Brian's mouth to his wife. Holy hell!
It's just it's a level of absurdity. You don't understand how hard it is to carry around her crap. It's a lot.
Why? As the man, as the dominant figure, how come she doesn't listen to you when you tell her to stop putting?
Because are we really the dominant figure? Are we really? We may act like we are and feel like we are and want to believe that we are, but at the end of the day, who really holds the cards?
The one that's holding all the shoes.
The one with all the shoes.
Yeah, that's it looks like
But no, it's insanity when she travels, and she'll bring 3 outfits for one night. Not because she's doing like Mariah Carey changes, because she doesn't know what she's going to feel like wearing. And that's just a level of, here's the thing. You get. Oh,
Brian's mad. I didn't
know.
know.
You get crippled. Yeah. You get, it's paralysis of choice, right?
It's handy capable, by the way. It's handy capable.
It just, it drives me nuts, man. It's just too much stuff. It's too much stuff.
Brian, what's worse? Your wife who brings way too much stuff, or me, and I've done this several times, we go places as I don't bring enough things. So at some point, I'm looking for a Target, I'm looking for a CVS because I have to go grab a shirt, I have to go grab socks, I have to go grab boxers because I'm completely out because I only packed, 2 pairs for a week and I thought I had more.
I think both of those are equally stupid.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I think if you're not smart and adult enough to be able to pack the appropriate amount of clothes for a trip, you got problems.
Well, why don't they teach it in high school then, Brian? If it's so important, then why don't they get rid of geography and why don't they teach you how to pack?
They really need to have a life skills course in high school that teaches you how to do things, and like going through security at TSA. I hate traveling around people who look like they've never been there before. In fact, while I bring it up, there was this old lady in front of us. There's no way it was her first time flying. This lady was around with Wilbur Wright, okay?
Yeah, she flew with Amelia Earhart.
She was on the Spirit of St. Louis. We get up to TSA, and she's shocked that she needs to take out her driver's license. Like,
well, how? Because they didn't check her driver's license back when Wilbur was flying.
She's flown in the last 30 years.
It might have been a hiatus. Sometimes when people develop fears of flying, they have to take trains and automobiles.
They need to have separate lines for idiots and smart people in this world.
So what'd you do? Knock her over?
No, I just sit there and I just put my hand to my head and I shake it because that's all you can do. I do this.
It's just an old lady, man. Like,
she's slowing everybody else down. Okay?
You get to the airport with plenty of time to get to your plane, your destination.
I don't care. I get travel anxiety, and being around stupid people makes it so much worse.
Then why don't you get that little thing that rich people have where you get to go?
She was in the TSA pre-check line. She paid money to get on the list to slow everybody else down.
That's a power play right there.
Oh,
it is.
Is he okay, Lummy? Do you think?
No, he's shaking.
Man, I don't. I love.
Now my cough is back.
Oh, his cough's back. Oh, that's right. He had the cough last week.
She was in. How do you do that? You have to sign up. You have to get approved. They have to make sure you're not a terrorist.
Well, that's probably why she didn't. She was surprised she had to get her license because she already went through all the stuff.
Oh no.
Maybe her kids signed her up.
I don't care who signed her up.
But she wasn't informed by it.
Take that bitch back to the home.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't need to. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's so ridiculous. And while we're on
it, baby.
Let me
Keep
grind
going.
my gears.
Grind 'em.
Hey, Tampa International Airport.
There we go.
It's been like 5 effing years. Get both shuttles running in the C terminal. How hard is that? We get off the plane last night. It takes an hour to deplane because people are idiots, and Southwest took away the free check luggage, so now everybody's doing a carry-on, okay? So I got all these morons in front of me who've never traveled before, never deplaned, acting like, oh my God, where did I put my suitcase? And then they finally get off, and we get to the tram. It's 20 people deep in a line to get on the tram because they only have one tram running at 7 o'clock during the holiday season. Get your crap together, people.
Well, I mean, if the tram's not running properly, you can't put people at risk. I mean, a tram taking a spill. I mean, that's bad news.
It's been under construction for 5 years, Seth. I-4 is going to be finished before the TIA Terminal C tram.
You know what they say? God is taking his time with that one. It's going to be a beautiful terminal or a little tram or whatever it ends up being.
It's been under construction forever. They only have one. We're a first world country. We're one of the best airports in the country, supposedly, and we have one tram running at prime time to get to your luggage. I got to wait for 3 trams to get the hell out of that hellhole. Was surrounded by idiots coughing, just disgusting germs everywhere. It's just the worst. It's the worst. I mean, I wish I was rich enough to afford a private plane.
Man, oh man, this is now you can see why rich people get planes, even if it's not the best move ever. I mean, anything to avoid the sea of humanity that you had to go through. Man, oh man, I need to catch my breath. That was phenomenal. The rage that you had.
Listen, babyface, it's been in operation since 1990. And they're currently doing they're refurbing and replacing.
They started refurbing it in '99. It seems like that thing's been under construction forever.
It's gonna be a luxurious tram. It'll be well worth the wait. Okay, why are you parking so far away anyway? Why don't you just get dropped off at the front, dude?
This is the tram from the gates to the luggage to the main airport. This is the terminal.
That's a 2-second tram.
That's my whole point. They won't let you walk. There's a walkway. You could walk it in shorter time than waiting. They won't let you do it.
What are you in such a rush for, man?
I'm always in a rush.
I know, but
time is the only thing you cannot replace in this world.
There's no time in an airport. There's nothing. Time stands still in an airport. It's its own world.
No, it's not. People got places to go and things to do.
You know that you get there hours early, and then you're sitting there yelling at old ladies, knocking them down, rushing to go grab some sort of Cinnabon, and then go sit in Bennigan's for an hour and drown your sorrows before you get drunk, and then go join the Southwest flight to Utah with their family. I mean, I know that this is, I don't know why you've got so much built up travel rage here, but I honestly think you might need to talk to somebody about it, man.
I am. I'm talking to everybody right now.
No, I'm concerned. You're concerned about us not sleeping. I'm concerned about this rage that you have. Just for people going out there trying to have a good time. Not everybody's a professional flyer.
They just need to get. I'm not asking for professional flyers level here. I'm asking for functioning citizen, like low-level functioning citizen is all I'm looking for. The people that act shocked when they get asked these questions, like it's 2025, almost 2026. If you don't know that they're going to be asking for your identification to get on a plane, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you.
So, Babyface, unfortunately, now I've gone down a little
Send
rabbit hole.
Sherrone Moore to your house.
March, they started that project March 18, 2025, and it looks like they're gonna replace the whole. They're gonna replace the whole tram and make a portable walkway or automatic walkway down that whole thing.
Well, that'd be fun. Look at that.
They did. That is lies.
Dude,
that is fake news.
I'm on Tampa Airport.
They started that project in 2015. They have not had 2 trams running for at least 3 or 4 years. And whether they were voluntarily shutting one down to try to save power, get the hell out of here. Put some solar panels on top of those trams and let's get this thing moving.
As a guy that's filling in for Bubba, I do feel inclined to tell a Bubba story about flying on a private jet one time. Okay, it does.
Did you get to fly it?
It does Yes, I flew with Hogan one time. We were coming back from the Mississippi territory.
Oh, really?
And the pilot passed out, and he said, "Bubba, take over," and I did it, and it was no big deal. So I'm pretty much a pilot. Holy hell, Brian!
You have 100,000 hours in the second seat, right?
I'm an expert. Is this anything I need to go to right now, or is this just something that you put on hold just
put it on hold?
Just okay.
Yeah, as I look up TPE Tampa Airport updates.
Man, Brian, I love the we do the blizzard and everything, and it's you do have a passion level towards things, but this was a genuine anger. You weren't like trying to do some sort of routine. Like we tapped into something, and it's airport rage. And I just think that if you just realize that everybody's down in an airport, there's no time. Everybody's from the same place, Earth. There's really, it's just it's not the kind of place that'll be civilized like other places outside there that you might normally take part in.
I can live with a level of not completely civilized and fun, okay, but I'm not gonna deal with total morons slowing me down at every turn.
It's T-shirt well on line 1, and also it looks like the reason that the shuttles on C have been delayed is that they're waiting for the new cars to come in.
Oh, great. So let's get rid of the old cars before we got our new cars. Great planning, Tampa International Airport.
Well, the old cars probably didn't work anymore.
They still worked.
You don't know that?
Yes. They were not broken.
You're a tram engineer all of a sudden?
Oh, Jesus.
Or a bunch of yentas. Hello, good morning, T-shirt
Doctor,
well.
lawyer, jeez.
Hey, boys.
How you doing, buddy?
Seth, doing a great job.
Thank you.
All of you are, as usual. And Brian, I am riding with you, brother.
Thank you. I don't think we'll get a single caller that disagrees with me.
Nope, not one. Not me, anyway. My wife and I fly 3 to 4 times a year, and we recently have flown, like, in the last couple of weeks. And anybody that uses a carry-on, there's a special place in hell for you. Because deplaning, it makes it so complicated, and you're standing there in the aisle just waiting for these idiots to get their bags out of the overhead compartment, and it's so annoying. Check your bag like a normal person and quit being cheap.
Well, I
terrible.
I agree with you to an extent.
Anti-carry-on, but thank you, T-shirt. Well, that's a whole nother. I mean, I got to bring my backpack. I got my snacks. I got my sanitizer. I got my fun and games.
Well, a backpack's a personal item that hopefully goes under the seat by your feet and that you can quickly retrieve before deplaning.
Well, not my Bubba Army backpack. That thing goes in the overhead, and you can't get many other suitcases up in that compartment. I'll tell you that.
But Southwest took away the free bags, so now everybody that was checking is now trying to carry on to save the $50, and it is creating a problem. And so I heard the flight attendant behind me, because Southwest is now going from open seating to assigned seating. The guy is like, I'm not coming to. He literally, the flight attendant took vacation that first week. They're going to assigned seating. He's like, I'm not dealing with this, because half the people won't even realize that there's assigned seating now, and they'll come onto the plane and start sitting wherever they want because people are stupid.
Right? That's
people
true.
are dumb. They have to show a photo. This is how dumb people are. They had to put a photo into the overhead bins to show how to put your luggage into the overhead bin.
Do you know that Bubba is a strictly carry-on guy?
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that Bubba's a kid. I'm not waiting for my luggage at the carousel. Get the hell out of here. I gotta go once I get in that airport. I'm not standing around.
I just saw a story. I think it was like Kathy Kelly from the WWE or something. She had somebody stole her luggage from the airport, like off the belt or something like that. Like, I mean, and then you have to go and you have to wait for the whole thing. I don't blame people at all for wanting to have all their things on them. I mean, as long as it's not like a massive suitcase and it fits and everything like that. I'm sorry, Will. I'm big on the carry-on. I hope you don't take the nice things you said about the show back. All right, we covered all that. Tell me about the Elevate thing. When are we doing this? I know that it's some sort of inside amusement park. I know that we're going. I know that, to me, I feel like this is mostly for Bubba,
the racing community and our crew.
Well, I mean, I feel like they're talking about go-karting and sliding and high sides and things like that, which means that to me,
we have no chance in the go-karts. You and I have zero chance. I don't know how good Babyface is. I can only imagine that he's probably up there with the Diacos and Gene. But Macho too, because Macho said he's a big-time racer.
But why do we, here's the thing, Brian, why do we even need to take part in it? Like, I'm not trying to. Are
you going to try at least?
I don't even know. I don't know what we're doing, Lummy.
I
don't know.
Driving
it's a go-kart race.
Yeah,
how are we? Well, I've got questions though. I've got questions, and maybe I should. Well, I'm not going to be on with Bubba maybe the rest of the year, but
Are you not going to pop by next week?
I mean, what are we on? Like a normal schedule next week?
Yeah, 10 to 1.
Yeah.
That's not a normal schedule.
Yeah, by the way, just so everybody knows, Bubba had sent us a text yesterday. He had said we were going to be 11 to 2, 11 to 2 next week. That changed all of a sudden and said we're doing 10 to 1, 10 to 1. The Diacos were on the text message and said, okay, I don't know if Dan said he was very busy, but I don't know if they're coming in. I'm not saying that.
I told you it was going to be 10 to 1 the other day, and you argued with me.
I'm not trying to I'm not trying to force your hand or anything
So
like that.
how are we determining like pole position? I mean, if you're starting in the back in an 8-man race on go-karts, you're screwed. I mean,
I think we're going to go times, right?
Honestly, I think we should do it by experience. So if you like, Bubba should be starting from the back, 100%. Gene should be starting from the back. Dan and Jay are both racers. They should be starting from the back. The rest of us should be in front of them.
But what are we trying to prove, man? What are we doing? What is the end game?
It's a race. It's fun.
But we're doing bowling. Is this the Olympics? Like I'm trying to get a feel for like what the bid is. We're flying Gary Cantrell down here, and I'm trying to get a picture of what's happening. I haven't asked too many questions so far because mostly when the conversation happens, it's mostly Bubba starts talking about the racing and all this other stuff and wearing their professional fire suits and all this stuff and dusting off their helmet that they wore in the Mud Bowl back from 1982 and all that stuff. So I'm just trying to see what the whole gist of it is.
To have fun, and Gary's got to drive now because flying just too much.
Did it shoot up?
It's the holidays.
Yeah.
Well, it was 300 yesterday. Did it go up to like 500 or 600?
Sure did.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the check bag.
I thought 300 was actually a pretty good deal to fly down and fly back, but yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
Where's he live?
Virginia.
Oh, okay.
When are we recording this?
We are going to go and record it December 21st.
And Brian, do you think that despite the fact that Bubba ended up not bowling your daughter, do you feel like that this will actually happen? Do you feel like
I think that this one's going to happen, especially if they're making plans for Gary to come down. That to me solidifies that it's going to happen. There's no way he's bringing down Gary Cantrell not to do work.
Okay,
because he's paying him.
On a Sunday, though,
yes.
During this time of year,
9 to 12, too.
9 to 12.
Well, we shouldn't be giving out the information.
Bubba already gave out the times.
Okay,
yeah, Bubba's already said it.
Yeah, I mean we're promoting the place. So I had it down to talk about because I just wanted to pretty much. I guess I would ask Lummy. What are we doing? Olympics here? Are we battling in each?
He wants to do 2 days too.
2 days.
Well, he's like another day too, probably in January, because he wants to do axe throwing and maybe the.
Wait, why can't we get all that in at once? So why do we need 2 days? If we have 3 hours, we should be able to bowl and axe throw and race.
I concur.
Racing may take a while because there's so many of us that it's going to probably take.
How many of us are there?
Was there 10?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What, you do 2 heats and then you do a final like that? This isn't rocket science.
You're talking about race car drivers that are going to want to go more than 7 to 10 laps.
What, we're doing a 500?
What? Lummy, what
to
do you
elevate
mean?
500?
See, that's the thing. I'm not here so these guys can live out their Dale Earnhardt 700 lap deal. I mean, you do what Elevate lets you pay for, and if the standard thing's 5 laps, then you're going 5 laps.
I need more time. You gotta get a feel for it. I gotta bring the cart into the shop and tighten up the rear end. I gotta make sure it's got a good suspension. I gotta connect my Hans device.
That's the craziest thing is that, but Lummy's right, that Bubba does want to go back a second time, and I'm wondering what we can't accomplish in 3 hours that we need to come back a whole other day for.
I'm baffled. I think this place is even opening up early for us, right? They don't open at 9 a.m.
No, they do not. They're opening up early for us.
So we're literally not going to be dealing with the plebes here. We're going to be in there like
we're going to have 3
carte
heat
blanche.
races. We have 3 heat races. And then we're going to have 2 main races.
3 heat races and 2 mains? We're going to have an A main, a B main? What's the prize money? What's going on here?
Pride. You got to get the feel of the track. You got to get your tires heated up.
I mean, this is at this point, Brian, I'm just going to either just, I got to wreck one of these guys, right?
I mean, that's going to be the whole if you can't win, wreck. That's what I say.
Cuz I don't care. I don't care about really any of this
I'm going
stuff.
I'm going to be like who me out there. If you've seen his videos.
I haven't, but is he what is he? Is he cool?
He plays in like the NASCAR game online and wrecks everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And they all complain about it. He goes, who, me? That was his screen name.
Is that okay? Cool. I was going to ask more follow-up questions, but I think
you don't need to.
Yeah, I think we're good on that one. All right, so we covered the Elevate thing. I'm sure we'll talk about it more when Bubba comes back.
Hold on. So in addition to racing and bowling, he wants to do axe throwing and what else? Laser tag?
No, there's like a pitching machine, just like hit and pitch and things like that. Virtual pitching machine.
And the reason that there's a gap is because some these guys are going to be hurt and sore. Do we think that's why when we have to get guys?
Well, you got like 100 laps. It's going to take a toll on your body. And don't forget, we're going to have to bowl like 5 or 6 bowling.
No, it's going to be a game of bowling, right? I mean, we're bowling a series.
It might be 2.
Okay, but then why 2? You either do 1 or 3.
What is this?
Nobody does 2 games of bowling. It's either a series. Man, I don't.
Wait,
understand
so we haven't.
I say we do 3.
Bubba gets out of the house twice a year, and now when he gets out, we're going to be spending 48 hours straight doing axe throwing, and we're going to. This is some sort of punishment for guys like us.
For timeout, Seth. You go axe throwing with your bros.
I don't want to race car 100 laps, dude.
It's not going to be 100 laps. First of all, we're going to be out of it before the mains anyway.
That's the whole thing, man.
Us regular dudes, us non-racers, we're gonna be out of it early.
I'm having a hard time getting myself up for it because I'm not trying to prove anything, and I don't know what the end game is as far as us winning or whatever it is.
Do you want me to talk to him and see if you want to go practice a day?
What?
Go there after the show and go practice?
Go practice?
Yeah.
He just said he doesn't want to do this, and you're asking him to do it more?
Maybe he'll want to get excited if he goes down there.
Well, I mean, I did real go-karts a couple months ago with my friends that I go axe throwing with and everything like that, and man, it's a little scary. I had like my right. I was using both my feet on the pedals.
Well, there was a girl who died at Urban Air go-kart track down in Sarasota or something like that this week.
What?
A little girl.
Great. Thanks. Well, yeah, little girl. I mean,
apparently the tires are all bald there, and the guy lost control, like went over their car and crushed her.
Well, these are new, and
let me find me that story. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, it's a story.
No, I believe you. I think we got it. Like, much like the "How about who me?" I think we got the gist of that one.
I don't see like Bubba or Gene getting airborne in these things. And these things go about 40 miles an hour, so we should be good.
This is a lot to digest here. I just I'm still unsure myself if this is actually going to happen. But I did want to say that we are going to be on the air 10 to 1 next week. Bubba said 11 to 2 a lot. Again, do you know why it changed? Let me all of a sudden
I have no idea.
It was almost like a panic mass text message.
Maybe to make the bowl game for USF in Orlando. I don't know.
Oh, is that Bubba said let me know immediately if you see this, if you understand this text message. So I was like, okay, we're good with all this.
Yes.
So those are the shows for next week, and then I think those are the last shows that we have of the year. Coming up, Lummy, I still want to get to what your new addiction is. That you're kind of you're getting over into the card world. I want to talk about whenever we bring up robot stuff, it's normally about like wanting to have sex with the robots.
It's a pleasure bot.
I didn't think I'd get it. I didn't think I'd get a pop out of Brian. We normally
whenever we talk about robots, it's about wanting to screw them.
Yeah, but I do want to say this is about fighting robots. And you probably could have sex with it, but it is about fighting.
Robots are made for 2 things.
Yeah, we'll see what
screwing and murder.
We'll see what it devolves into coming up next.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
Good morning, Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Hello?
That's you. That's a professional-ass photo.
Well, we do professional-ass photos.
Wow, dude, that's pretty much blackface. The chain is the problem.
Do you think so?
The chain's too big.
Well, it's fake and it's obnoxious and it's a costume.
81390 Bubba.
Derek Merchant, good morning.
Calls. Nobody takes more calls. Hey, Tuttle's up. He just sent me a Tuttle and Kristen.
You what?
Tuttle just emailed me a Tuttle and Kristen show.
Oh, I thought it was a photo of the two of them.
No, well, no.
I got a little lightheaded yelling.
No, it's fun, man. Me too.
Fucking hate traveling with them.
Napa Mike said $50 for whoever spins Gene out. Because of that video.
I'm not spinning Gene out because he'll come up alongside me and throw acid in my face.
Thanks to everybody who's listening today.
Seth, just go with the flow on this Elevate thing, man. Don't swim upstream. It ain't worth it.
Hey, dude, you know what? The content house got fucking sabotaged. Why can't I sabotage this?
It didn't get sabotaged. It's just hard to plan for Warsaw High School football success.
Jeez, man.
The most awkward part of the content house for me was just Bubba yelling at Erica the entire time.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of awkward things that happened. Well, I just find, to me, when we're talking about going to Elevate on a Sunday for 3 hours and doing it twice with everybody from the show,
it doesn't need to be twice. You know, we can get it all done. As long as it's well organized, we can get it all done quickly. Because this is what I'm thinking. So people that are doing the heats, the other people are doing axe throwing at the same time because they're on the same level.
Well, you gotta record it. That's the whole thing. Is you can't spread Gary out. You know how many cameras you're gonna do. Just say Redneck 20.
That's a valid point.
Thank you, Redneck.
This is why you're the EP.
Oh, fuck off.
No, I'm saying that's very valid.
This damn computer.
I'm pulling up YouTube on my phone for a second.
Giving yourself that extra thumbing.
Oh no, I'm not giving it a thumb. I want to see if it can get to where it needs to without me.
Fun show.
Cecilia Redneck said the Hillsborough 100.
Okay, what's your name?
Brian, at those real go-kart places, dude, you gotta sign a waiver. You gotta wear a helmet. Like it's real. It's a real motorsport.
Right,
yeah, you'll be fine, man.
We'll be back.
People rarely die.
Dude, that's like saying you want to go play flag football with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Like, Bubba and Gene got shit to prove out there, man.
We're Lawrence Phelps, and I'm running you over with this car.
Who is that, Lummy?
What, line one?
Yeah.
Chris.
Does he want to talk?
Let's talk about the go-kart racing.
What's up, Permagrom?
You're not even the one that's going to be targeted. They're all going to be trying to take me out.
What's up, Berto? Aren't they going to try to win?
I hope so.
Then wouldn't they leave
I hope
you
they're
alone?
not just looking to hurt us.
Why don't you and I wreck and cause a scene? Why don't we plan something?
You better bring your insurance. I need to see everybody's insurance information before I race.
You have to have auto insurance in Florida?
You have to have go-kart insurance, karting insurance.
I think my payment lapsed.
Oh, boy.
I couldn't afford my kart insurance.
Yeah, Park City was rough, Permagron. They had one trail open for the entire resort. And there was one trail open in the canyons, one open at Park City Mountain. Deer Valley, I think, only had a couple, like one or two open.
Was ice there?
There was icy conditions, but no ice.
No ice.
In badges grabbing people in Park City. I did find a funny shirt, that I took a photo of.
Oh, so you took a photo of that?
One of the two photos I took. It says, "All Lives Matter, Utah, Park City."
Okay, that's funny.
It was funny.
That's funny.
I saw that.
You didn't get the shirt?
It was like a $40 sweater.
Oh,
man.
dude, that's a good slogan.
All lives matter. I ain't looking to poke fun at people's religion.
It's not fun. It's whimsical. It's cute. Whatever, man.
No, you do not, Berto. You own that video. Nobody can force you to turn it over. It's your video. You do not have to cooperate with anyone unless you were involved in the accident physically. Then that's a different story. But if you had no involvement in the accident and you have video.
Steps Towing and Heavy Transport and Auto Parts serves West Central Florida and provides heavy transportation services nationwide. Steps is chasing the dream, not the competition. From towing, emergency roadside services to heavy transport and auto parts. When it comes to towing, hauling, and transport, we are the experts on your side. Call the name you know and trust. Call Steps today and we'll help you get you on your way. 800-330-8651 or stepstowing.com.
A listener-supported sponge? It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener-supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Welcome back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. My name is Seth Cush, joined by Brian, Babyface, Matroni, Blizzard Takeover, featuring executive producer Lummy, Warren Garrison. Thank you guys for doing the show. I appreciate it.
And our engineer.
Thank you.
Macho, I'm sorry. It's he doesn't need any praise at all. He's fine just being back there and being left alone. So thank you guys for doing this. Gene will be in tomorrow. I did ask Babyface to come in because we love a good Gene Babyface dynamic. I am going to get to this share story. I did send it to Bubba earlier this week. It didn't make his cut for some reason. Probably because it didn't involve any stabbings or anything along those lines. But I do have to bring it up since we talk about Bill Belichick so much. What do we have, Matt or Chris or somebody that's on? Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, I was just calling in. I was listening to you guys talking about the go-kart racing, which I think will be fun. I'm calling in as the past Bubba champion of two of them. And I got second on the third one, so I'm excited to go back out and whip everybody's butt.
What's happening here, Lummy? He's going to be whipping our butts?
Who's this guy?
I'm not sure.
You're not racing with us, sir.
I will be.
Why?
Why not? It's a competition, right?
You're not a part of the show. You're not going to be racing.
Oh, okay.
What was your understanding of this, sir? I'm
Did
curious.
somebody invite you?
Because you could take my spot. I would. That won't be an issue at all. What did you think this was?
Well, I think in the past you guys have done like a show thing where there was a bunch of people that came and raced, so I thought it was like that.
But I mean, it could be, right? I mean,
I don't think. But I'm just curious. Like, is this the first? Us talking about is the first you've heard of it, sir? Or like, I don't think there's been any sort of intonation that it would be open to listeners. Not to make this awkward, but
what's that, sir? I'll bask in this.
A misunderstanding.
Oh man, I'm dude. Listen, I'm sorry about that. I feel bad because
No, it's okay. You guys enjoy it. We'll be glad to hear about it.
Just keep.
All right, guys. Have a good one, though. I got to go to work.
Okay, I got to go.
Thank you.
No, we got to go.
No, we have to go.
Sorry.
Nobody hangs up on me.
Sorry we bothered you, sir. Sorry.
You just crushed his dream.
Well, there was nothing that we said that made this sound like there was going to be listeners involved.
I started wondering if that was Gene because he's like, I'm going to kick your ass. And I was like, well, which member of the show is this guy? I love a good misunderstanding. He could totally fill in for me.
Well, I mean, if you remember, there's other races that we've done with the fans. I don't know. He was talking about
those were.
But I can understand that. But there was nothing in this entire conversation on this topic that would lead somebody to believe that this was open to fans.
I know, but I feel awful now because he was probably planning on kicking everybody's ass, and now we just told him to get away, man.
Well, I don't think we've ever done open to the fans racing.
So how'd that guy win twice or finish second?
Yeah,
that
guy finished second.
Is this guy going? Does he call the right show?
I don't think so.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, guys.
How you doing?
The Who Me guy that Babyface is talking about, his TikTok and his Facebook account is under We're Gonna Lose, and he is absolutely hilarious.
Who me?
Troll account on the internet.
Yeah, it is funny troll account, but.
Yeah, and he does more than just racing stuff. He does a lot of like Call of Duty stuff where he shoots his own people, and he does the same Who Me stuff. It is absolutely hilarious. Go check him out. It's worth it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I normally don't check out anything people tell me to check out, but I do enjoy somebody causing havoc in video games. I know that's the end of the world for a lot of people.
Oh my God, they lose their minds.
Holy moly!
They threaten to murder him constantly.
That's tough, man.
But I actually believe it when it's coming from a gamer. Like that seems like the type of person who would kill you.
Well, I was gonna say, can the video game guys? I feel like we played something the other day of a TikTok, a guy who left a comment, some sort of racial comment. The lady tracked him down. You don't normally hear stories about gamers getting tracked down because I feel like if you could find a gamer, that there would be a lot more of murders out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't like somebody who's obsessed with Call of Duty. very clearly is into killing people.
Well, you would have adults that get mad because kids taunt them. You would have adults trying to find 14-year-olds at school trying to kill them for what they said to them online and all those other things. So, man, oh man, I tell you what, guys, I'm going to leave here today and I'm not going to be able to shake that guy thinking that he could be in the race with us.
That was bizarre.
It really has shaken me to my core. I can barely get to the share story now. We got to find a way to get the listeners involved now all of a sudden.
You were so shook up, you were giving up your spot.
Please, I found it out. I was trying to take it.
Why don't we do this? Like, you have your own racing team and you could bring in a ringer. Like, I'm going to call up Ronnie and be like, what's Kyle Busch doing?
Well, there's more. Why not? Why not have more experts? Why not just make this, why not have this about, instead of just.
Because the experts do it every week at Bubba Raceway Park. We are doing this. That's the fun in is that we're not experts, Seth.
I know, but there's people just taking it so seriously.
So maybe you should start taking it more seriously.
Well, you know what?
Wear a cup.
Maybe. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Are we having a special trophy made for this and everything? Or
again, I don't really know.
Are there points involved in the different events?
Nobody knows.
Is there a team of competition?
Nobody has any idea.
We should probably, workshop this a little bit.
That's what I brought up last segment.
Actually, if we're going to go through the trouble of doing this, I will only participate if we do it right. If there's some cohesion to what's going on.
Yeah, there's a point system, and we have a trophy being made.
Oh, is it a team event?
He's lying.
It's a solo event.
I think it would be funnier and more competitive if it was a team event where Bubba and maybe Gene were captains and they had to draft and pick their teams. I'm just saying we can work with this. It's a great idea. I think we need to cultivate it a bit.
Lummy, you don't have to lie, dude. I know Bubba's not here. We're not having a trophy made, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, we are? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Lummy's voice got pretty high. I don't know. Yeah. Of course.
Lummy, I'm not.
But now that it's a team event, we're gonna have to change up the trophy.
I know
bit,
now, baby.
I'm not making it a team event. I'm just saying I want this to be clearly defined. I want there to be a schedule.
We don't do things that are clearly defined.
But then they turned to crap, like the Content House.
Lummy,
all I wanted from the Content House was a schedule, and I got laughed at. I got laughed out of the room.
Yeah, you asked me for a schedule, and I go, here's the 5 things I planned. I didn't know nothing else was planned. I thought that we'd be able to get some other things that we could do in the mix.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay. That's life, baby.
Let's not start having me feel like I failed everybody
at
the Content House.
Fail.
I just got over that in therapy 3 months ago, buddy, and I'm on to new topics, okay?
So now you got to start talking to your therapist about this go-kart event.
I'm on to talking about new things like my childhood, all right? I'm finally over this event. So, okay. So there we go. That's that. Brian's digging into it now, so we'll find out where this goes. Again, we don't really, it's more of just kind of like a loose plan. Everybody shows up. We go from there. We're flying Gary down. Gary will get here.
Gary's taking the Amtrak.
Gary won't be sure what to do here, but that's just how things are run around here.
Gary went from flying to Greyhound.
Well, it's a loose atmosphere, right? Like we don't, we're not running a tight schedule here.
I just let Jim know that to hold off on the trophy right now until we figure out. Yeah.
I'm just saying, can we let's have this very clearly defined. Let's not run by the seat of our pants on this one. Let's kind of know what the game plan is. Let's have a schedule. Let's try to stick to the schedule. Let's think this through. That's all I'm asking. This isn't, show up and pray is not a great strategy.
Okay. All right. I understand. Lummy, don't be offended by anything that he's saying.
No,
okay?
not at all. I think it's a great idea. Team event and point system that we have in place, but now with the team system. So
and listeners getting involved too.
Well, I'm Babyface.
That's the
Babyface will hold a meet and greet from 12 to 6 that day.
Man, that is
meet up with Babyface and hang out.
All right, let me get to this. Story. That'll be coming up at some point over the next couple of weeks. I have no idea.
The Blizzard's going to autograph blasters at Dick's after the show at the mall.
Yeah, we'll turn it into a Blizzard cameo by the Blizzard meet and greet by the skee ball machine. We'll be there. So, all right. So listen, Cher is 79. She's getting ready to marry her boyfriend, 39. You said that you were thinking about Cher for some reason yesterday or the day before?
No,
Brian?
Saturday. Before you even brought this story up. up, I was like, we heard a Cher song on the way to the airport, and I go, what happened to Cher? You don't hear anything from Cher anymore. And then like summoning the genie from the bottle, here she is.
So it says nearly 50 years after the end of her second marriage, the singer's reportedly set to tie the knot with her boyfriend Alexander Edwards ahead of her 80th birthday in May. Cher doesn't give a damn about the age difference. They're both ready to commit to each other. Blah blah blah. Let's see. So here's the picture. If Macho's able to put it up here, I don't know how big I can make this thing here. Can you? Let's just take money out of this because I don't know what money's involved here. Could you love an 80-year-old?
Jeez.
Could you love it? Could you sexually love an 80-year-old?
I mean, as far as 80-year-olds go, she's got to be pretty high up there, right? Like on the list as like well put together 80-year-old women.
I mean,
if there was an 80-year-old to love, one that's worth $500 million and has had a lot of work done, I mean, maybe.
It's when you think of 80-year-olds, yeah, I know you think about the Golden Girls, and I know that she's not down that road. But look, he's 39. We're around that age here. So I'm asking you, like, is there whether she's had work done, no matter if she looks 68, no matter what it is.
She's 80, but she looks 68. You're trying to justify it. Yeah, she may be 80, but man, she looks 65.
Well, I mean, you're saying she had work done and stuff. So I'm trying to no matter what it is, I'm asking, could you be with somebody like that?
I would say it would be very situational. Like if Cher was here in the studio and I was 40 and single and she was throwing it out there, would I as a single 40-year-old turn down $500 million Cher throwing it at me like that? I don't know. I can't definitively say yes.
Look,
that I wouldn't do it. I would. If I'm single and 40 and sitting here and Bubba has Cher in the studio, let's say, things were different and she
things were different.
Yeah. Like then they are.
And Bubba had the power to get Cher in studio.
Right. Yeah. and Cher's in here and she's doing whatever.
She's doing the one-on-one podcast after Tom Simon.
And I'm in here and all of a sudden she starts throwing it at me like that. And I don't know what I would do.
What is she wearing, that thing that you wore from the Turn Back Time where it's just like that thong? Is that what it is?
She's probably wearing a suitable pantsuit with like some sort of corset, popping the girls up a little bit,
Lummy, would you have sex with Cher, Lummy?
I mean,
it's a story.
Yeah, I mean, she's not my type, but like Brian's saying, you kind of just,
Okay, that's fine. Sex with Cher, fine. We'll put no problem. That's okay.
What about you, Seth?
Is she cutting you a check too?
No, you're not getting a check. Yeah, I'd have sex with Cher. But are you going to marry Cher?
I don't know. How does that first session go with her? Maybe you like it. Maybe she's a freaking rascal. And you can't get enough. You're like, wow, that blew my mind. I thought it was going to be super dry and painful, and it was actually a lot of fun.
I just feel like it's when we see somebody like Bill Belichick who's 72 and he's with Jordan Hudson who's 24, 25, we can have a field day with that. We can call her a gold digger and all this. We can go, oh man, Bill, you're the man and everything like that. Well, I want to know, what is it in this scenario? Because if money's not involved, then I'm just going to go ahead and assume money's not involved. That out Cher's going to, give everything away to a 40-year-old guy. Can you just love and be attracted to somebody that is that much older than you? With Jordan Hudson and with the way guys and girls with that thing, maybe I can understand some sort of things there. But when it's reversed, that's why I'm asking these questions here.
So you're saying you'd be with Cher only if you could turn back time? I mean, I don't get what you're trying to say here.
If I could find a way, I think is what I'm saying. No,
well, you would take back those things you just said about her.
I would,
because they hurt her. And you'd stay.
I don't know if I've said hurtful things, but I would take them back.
You're kind of repulsed by those.
I'm not repulsed. I think it's just fair to ask. We see the age difference stuff all the time, and we're, I'm 43, and this guy's 39, and again, I'm just trying to go, is 80 pushing it? Also knowing that she's gonna pass on probably before you. Are you looking forward to that because then you'll have a chance to remarry, and so you know that you just have to be with her for a certain amount of time? I mean, is that the game you're playing? Where, hey, I only have to be with her for 10 years? But if you really love her, why are you counting down to her death? These are all the questions that are running through my head, Brian. You see where I'm at right now?
Yeah, I mean, you're also signing up essentially to take care of somebody in their old age and death. I would make it very clear with her, I am not, you have money, we're hiring people to do that.
Oh, Cher would have a whole I don't think Cher would want him to to see her like that or anything along those lines. All right, here was a story, or this was something I found yesterday on Twitter, and I could not figure out if it was real or not. I asked my wife. She said that it was definitely fake. I asked Gary Cantrell because he had to edit this. He said he thinks it's real. Like I said, I still can't get a feel. Lummy, did you get a chance to watch this at all?
Yes.
What do you think?
I think it's set up.
You think it's set up?
Yeah.
Do you think it's funny?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian, you haven't seen this, have you?
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, let's see.
I know you sent it. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
He
all
was
right.
busy.
It's okay.
No way, bro. You 16, he's 17. Y'all juniors and seniors in high school, man. Spell it. Ain't no way. We erase the board. We're going to forget about the other stuff. I'm going to give y'all another chance. Spell philosophy. Dog. Keep going. I'm curious. I'm curious.
Okay, the first.
He wrote FAL.
He wrote FAL. Now the other one's finishing it
Come
up.
on. Spell philosophy.
OZ.
Yeah. Man. Damn face. Come on. Get out the way. Let me see what y'all spell. Come on. All right. Uh-huh. So that's... Oh, y'all ain't done.
Oh, y'all ain't done.
Okay.
Y'all ain't done.
All right.
I think this is kind of a setup.
You think this is kind of a setup, but the kids are so deadpan here.
But that's because they can't laugh, and they've been told don't laugh, and he looks defeated, and it looks like they're acting. And if this guy is successful and truly a comedian, his kids are smart. I will say though that this may be somewhat of a parody and satire, but it isn't far from the truth. Like there are kids 16, 17 that can't spell worth a lick.
Well, if you think that's bad, here we go.
That's our final word? Philosophy? Huh? Look at y'all. Man, spell cute, Makai. Spell cute. I'm gonna give you something simple. I ain't even gonna say no cute. That's a fourth grade word, dog.
Fourth grade?
Spell cute.
It's a first or second grade word.
Spell it.
He's thinking.
Dog. Makai. That don't make no damn sense.
He's got a QUT.
Yeah, I mean he's dead.
He's dead.
The kid's reaction is what makes me know that it's fake.
Okay,
it's the kid's reaction.
I don't know what
they'd be laughing. They'd be playing along with it.
But he's trying to highlight how stupid they are. I mean, I could see why would they be laughing about that?
They'd at least be commenting like, "Man, I ain't dead. Come on, man." They'd be saying something, not just deadpan.
But you can't make it to. I mean, I'm gonna just assume 14, 15, 16. You can't make it.
He knows how to spell cute,
right? But you can't make it in school without knowing how to spell that, right? I mean,
the word cute. The kid knows how to spell cute. He knows it doesn't start with a Q.
Y'all going back in grades, boy. You going back to the 9th, 7th, 5th, 6th. You going backwards. Spell two. It's 3 different ways you can spell two. It's 3 different ways. Spell the first two, Maurice. Spell two. Nick, dog. Y'all serious?
I like the fire alarm beep.
That's what a lot of. Oh, that's why Gary goes. I heard the fire alarm beep. That's what makes me think it's real. So I don't know. And Gary sees a lot of these videos, so he has to spell two. He wrote down two.
Spell the other two, Makai. Spell the other two.
And the way they're slow walking to the board, it's clearly staged. Like there's zero doubt that this is staged.
Dog. Y'all.
Isn't it just kind? But if isn't it? I get that it's staged, but isn't it highlighting these kids as really stupid though? I mean, to put that out there.
Spell the number two. Spell the number two. Spell the number two.
Not everybody's as savvy as we are.
Spell the number two.
Yeah, I mean, look again. It's funny because it's close to the truth.
Get out the house. Go. Get out.
0TWO. I don't know, man. I couldn't figure it out. Normally, I have a feel for if those things are real or not. I thought the kids did a great acting job. If it is fake, the way that he kind of wrote the Y in at the end of philosophy, I thought was interesting. Brian, you might be right. It could just be a parody on how maybe stupid kids are and how kids spell things, shorthanded, how they're texting, how you spell about, ABT and, all things like that. But
I'm willing to bet, too, that they had a phone or some sort of app set up with the fire detector beep in the background.
Yeah,
it's all set up.
What
dude.
is that?
Because it's a meme.
Doesn't beep that quick.
It's a meme. It's a meme that in these videos that they, the poor people always never replace their 9-volt batteries in their fire detectors.
That's a thing, really?
Yeah, and they're always beeping in these videos.
Oh my God, man! I had no idea, man. The internet will get you. Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate. I just wanted
There's
to
something
know.
about that chair and getting bamboozled. Easily.
Hold on. I brought this to the table as I was very unsure. I told you that I asked around.
Next, you're going to show us a picture of an emotional support giraffe and ask us if it's real.
Now I know why Bubba hates you.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Reality or not?
It's a somewhat funny bit, yes.
Okay, I don't know,
somewhat
man.
funny.
Jeez, all right, sorry, man, sorry.
Actually, your smoke detector should be replaced every, I think, 8 to 10 years in your house completely.
Wow.
The battery should be replaced annually, but the full-on smoke detector has a useful life of about a decade.
He knows about.
Is there anything what?
So Babyface doesn't know. He's up on sleep. He knows about the fire
Smoke detector replacement.
If that video is real or fake.
Yeah, he knows everything.
You gotta know stuff. We're in the knowing business.
Okay.
It's not the show business, it's the know business.
That's true.
What's up, everybody? They left me alone here again. Seems to be an ongoing theme today. Yeah, the 9 volts, the problem with 9 volts is that they bleed out fast. So if they're just sitting there, they lose power relatively quickly. And so you've got to, you can't keep a whole big supply of 9 volts on hand. You got to order new 9 volts and then you forget to, and it's a whole thing. 8 years or 3 fires, that's pretty good. Show business. We're content creators. Thank you, Paul. Apparently Seth's mad at me for having an opinion. What's up, Simply Seraph, PH, Seraph? Vanilla Ice. Okay. It's my ski name. Thanks, Carl Sanders. We're trying our best, man. Or Carl Sanders. They are the Long John Silver batteries. Yeah, I get that. If you're a renter, I wouldn't change my smoke detector either. But the beeping is a good motivation. Well, hopefully, Mike from Mass, are you going to Okemo, or where are you going to ski? Out west is not ideal. I think Heavenly has a total 3 trails open. It's bad out there, and people are going to have these trips booked and they're not going to be able to cancel them. Thanks, Big Blakely. Man, you need to find a new 9-volt battery seller, Clevelander. You can get them cheaper than that. Banff? You're not Mike from Mass, Indigenous Steed. I'm sure Canada has plenty of snow right now. Yeah, you don't want Dollar Tree 9 volts either. There's a fine balance in there that you can find between the 2 for $14 and the Dollar Tree.
We haven't done a blizzard in a while, but here's a 4-hour one for you.
Yeah, and we have a break after this.
We do.
So I can't wait till we can go live on Facebook, man. The stupidest fucking rule ever. We still have like 3 fucking weeks. Like, it's insane.
We'll wait our time.
It's just stupid. It's one of the dumbest rules I've ever seen. Yeah, Amazon Basic does decent with batteries. Costco's Kirkland Signature batteries are decent. You know, you can find decent batteries out there, folks. You don't have to pay $7 for a 9-volt. Sure. And I also don't encourage you to go to the Dollar Tree, because those are the shittiest batteries in the world.
Got a battery expert over here, Lummy.
That's right. What did we walk into? Battery advice.
Battery guy. I'll be your battery boy.
Sherrone Moore brings the assault, and I bring the battery.
Bubba's gonna love the guy because he forced her to get an abortion.
He's my hero.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show, featuring Salt of the Earth like Angus, executive producer Lummy, babyface Brian Matroni is back from Parkside, Utah. My name is Seth. Oh, wait, sorry, go ahead. Oh, you're up. Sorry, my bad, go ahead.
Parkside.
I said Parkside.
No, it's Park City.
Whatever, man.
Park City, bitch. Park City, bitch.
Sorry, I offended you.
That's fine.
No, it's not.
I thought you were being funny.
No, I wasn't. I don't know a lot about Utah. I know about.
I didn't either. First time I went there.
Okay, did you get?
The people were lovely.
Did you get a historical tour?
I got the All Wives Matter sweater that I saw, which was funny.
I mean, you really should have. I mean, I'm sure that you can order one, but I think that's funny. So.
Yeah, the prices in that gift shop were a bit outrageous.
Well, I mean, you're at a swanky resort, aren't you? I mean,
well, this was in the downtown portion of Park City, but Park City's an expensive place, man. They have like a big film festival there every year, and it's a whole thing. Well, it's a whole scene.
I'm happy that you were able to afford to go there, so you could.
It's not a GD arms race,
so you could tell us peasants about what Park City, Utah is all about. So all lives matter. Lummy,
wives matter.
All wives matter. Lummy approached me yesterday, saying he didn't want to step on any toes. Lummy will have a whole conversation with himself before he actually asks the question.
That's right.
So Lummy's like, hey, I don't want to step on any toes, but I don't think I'm going to. But I thought this might be stupid, but I'm just going to go ahead and see.
It's so perfectly Lummy.
See if you're cool. The other day, I was I got some cards, and I was opening up some cards, and I was like, maybe if I got something good, I'd like to show it to somebody. So I was thinking about like recording myself opening cards and old cards. I just wanted to see if you were okay with that. I said, yes, I don't care. I said, anybody that's into it or whatever, dude. I said, go ahead. I said that would be awesome. So do you, first of all, were you actually nervous to ask me? And second of all, when can people start expecting to see Lummy opening cards? Yeah, you guys all say that opening card is for pussies, it's for little kids, but now that Lum's in the mix, might be changing
even more
your tune.
pussies are coming involved. Soon, I was thinking it's one way to show people, because we get a lot of inquiries. One, I have fun opening up the old cards because it makes me feel like I'm young again, but also shows people that not every baseball card that you got during the junk wax is good card.
Right. Okay. You're going to show them how crappy some of those cards are.
Yeah,
all of them except like 10.
Yeah,
there's 10
exactly.
cards worth money from that time.
But it will still be fun. I bought I bought some a couple weeks ago, and I was opening it up, and it was fun seeing the names and feeling like, back when I was like 10 years old, opening up, looking for a certain card, and you're kind of going for it and looking for it, and so I was like, yeah. Plus, everybody that says, hey, you got to check out my cards, I got thousands of them. And they're probably worth millions of dollars,
and not.
And it's all junk wax.
Is this because that guy's been sending us messages that he found a bunch of cards that are all worth six figures, and he wants you to look at them so he can really see what he's got?
No.
But that guy's been messaging us like crazy.
Yeah, I find that interesting.
Like, I have a bunch of cards from 1987 and 1992, and it says that most of them are worth six figures. Can you guys help me out?
Yeah.
Wow, most of the cards. I mean, there's let's think through this. So the big cards from that era, any Jordan,
of course,
Michael Jordans are good, and then you have rookies, and then you have like the three errors that I can think of, which are the Randy Johnson Marlboro sign error, the Billy Ripken F face error, and the Frank Thomas no name rookie, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Those are the cards that are worth money from that era.
But Lummy's not like Lummy. Lummy's kind of doing it from the fun aspect of and the God, what's that called? When
reminiscing.
Yeah,
nostalgia.
Exactly. Yeah, he's into the nostalgia of that, which is great. That's how a lot of people get back into it. That I'm all for it, Lummy. Just so you know.
You know what's awesome about it is seeing players that you completely forgot existed.
Exactly.
You're like, oh my God, that guy was good for like 4 years.
That's exactly because I was opening up some basketball cards and some football cards, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I've totally forgot about
Dave
that guy.
Magadan was a person.
That guy
Jim
was actually
Leyritz.
good for that. That guy was pretty good for a couple years.
Andy Van Slyke.
Yeah.
Remember
Terry
him?
Pendleton.
Or how about Todd Van Poppel, the rookie everybody chased?
Oh, yeah, the Cubs.
For the A's, right?
Yeah, and then the Cubs got him, and we thought we were going to win the World Series. But yeah, and then also, chewing that old gum. I had some of that old gum. Whew, that stuff is bad.
Did you actually chew the
I did.
30-year-old
It's totally
gum?
safe to eat, by the way, just so you know.
It
There's
is.
nothing wrong with it.
Nobody's died. I mean, it's just
It tastes like chalk.
Yeah, it's cardboard with sugar. Little sugar on top.
It's horrible.
The fact that the gum doesn't break down after 40 years should really tell you something in the first place.
Well, it means it's natural gum. It's,
that's true.
I mean, that gum doesn't go bad from a tree.
Now when I throw my gum out on the side of the road, I'm gonna need to realize that it doesn't actually ever go away.
Now, Lummy, when you're ripping, do you always give us the gum shot?
Of course.
Okay.
But I was also thinking about compiling it all into one big one and see if the more I have, I could actually make it into a bubble.
What are you thinking about doing?
Chew it and see if it actually will. Like if I have 50 sticks of bubble gum, if I chew it, if it actually.
What if we put them in like a blender and reconstitute it? And try it. See what we can do with it. Maybe turn it into a powder. Add a little bit of water or something.
A gum smoothie.
Yeah, well, no, just try and see. Let's explore this. We can try and come up with some gum recipes.
Well, the gum bit, Lummy, is good, but essentially you want to open up cards. You want to have your own channel. You want to kind of reminisce. That is going to be something that interests you for a while.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, I'm all for it, man. I hope you, like I said, I hope you really genuinely weren't nervous. Asking me yesterday.
I was.
God,
what if he says no? I can see Lummy playing it out in the background. That's just a stupid idea. Why would you go to him with this? If he doesn't like it, what are you going to think of you? He's going to lose respect. But I don't want to step on Seth's toes. It's his thing. Oh, I don't know what to do. Lummy confused.
You kind of nailed most of it.
And what, dude? I don't, man. I'm all for, Lummy. I don't even see what would it when you were playing this out in your head. What was the reason that I said no? Because I'm sure I had to give you a reason in your head. Why?
Stupid.
It's your thing, Seth. He doesn't want to step on your thing.
No, man.
But it's stupid. But baby, I think you get it and Babyface gets it too. It's kind of like reminiscing and then seeing these old guys and the names that you forget, and it brings people back. To 20, 30 years ago, and just seeing that.
It's cool, man.
Yeah. That's why I like doing it. The adrenaline rush you get chasing a big card. It's a gamble. It's reminiscing. It's lost childhood. It's the stupidest thing I do, and I love it.
There's a lot.
It's the stupidest thing I do. I'll say that openly, and I love it.
I don't even know if that's stupid, man. But you know what? It's
dumb. But I love it.
It's a hobby that I enjoy, man. You get to you have friends that are into it. You don't have to it's not golf where you're leaving the house for 8 hours. I mean, which I know a lot of people do. You can do it from home and all that stuff. So, I mean, look at this. I went to the card store the other day. They say this is for kids. They say this is a kid's hobby. I was at the card store the other day. with an old man and the guy that works there. Guess what we were talking about? High blood pressure.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How did it even come up?
Well, because the old guy had to have triple bypass, and then they were talking. And then the other guy that works there, he's like, "Yeah, I never go to the doctor because they always tell you something's wrong." And I was like, "I just went yesterday. I'm going on blood pressure medication." Then the guy said that he doesn't go to the doctor. He hasn't been in years, but he thinks his blood pressure's okay. He said that he works out and that he eats well, so he thinks he's doing okay. The other guy said that he got cut open and he thought he was doing okay. So it was a whole thing. But I was like, what kid could jump into this conversation about high blood pressure? A kid could not. That's why I'm still not sure if it is for children.
I got leukemia.
Where's the disclaimer? All right, guys, did anybody see the Andy Dick? Was anybody an Andy Dick fan?
Oh God, no. He's awful.
What is he known for?
Was he on News Radio or something like that?
Yeah, News Radio.
And is he known for the Andy Dick show on MTV? I feel like that was at least
he was like a little outrageous. I always thought him and Kathy Griffin were the same person.
Yeah, I think that they ran in the same circles. Or,
I mean, they look a lot alike.
Maybe they ran. I don't know. So Andy Dick, I get, has been an addict for a long time. We just thought he was weird and everything like that.
Oh, really bad addict, like Sis and D in an alley addict.
Yeah,
like that.
Well, I mean, this is so they found him. This is sad. They found him, I guess, in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and here you go.
Is he okay? Andy, are you okay, buddy? Is he okay? Hey. Andy.
Look at that, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, you were talking about, really bad, like Sis in an alley. I mean, Sis and D in an alley. I mean,
yeah, this is on the streets in L.A. Like, you can't be in your house high. I don't get it.
Well, that's. I mean, yes,
I don't get it.
There are a few questions here, but one of them is yes. Why does this have to happen on the street?
What's that canned beverage in front of him?
Let's see.
Andy.
Who's this guy rolling up with a skateboard and his phone going?
Those are just the random California guys.
These are the paparazzi?
No. I think these are just random.
It's not his friend.
I don't know. What friend would?
But how do you know he was over there?
Guys,
I'm just
playing a clip.
We got
Stop
questions.
peppering me. I'm not Andy Dick. Okay, it's odd. That's why I'm playing it.
It is very odd.
We don't know how he got there. He released a statement that he's okay, but he didn't give us the whole backstory.
Do you think this video is real, or do you think this is a setup to get himself into the news?
It's real. He said he overdosed on crack. He's come out now and spoke about it.
Oh, this was crack, he said?
Yeah.
But crack?
That's what he says.
But doesn't crack make you, like, crazy? It's not a downer. It's an upper.
Crack, I mean, it's got to hit everybody different.
It says he said he smoked crack cocaine before his frightening apparent overdose.
And what, he was just smoking crack right there? Do you think he was smoking it inside, and then he's like, I got to go get some air? I mean,
Yeah, I think he probably was inside, smoked it, was like, I'm going to go walk, and then,
Let's see how the rest of this plays out before you guys start yelling more questions at me.
Andy, buddy. Hey, Andy, wake up. What the dude?
I want to call the ambulance.
Call an ambulance right now.
Let me see his nose. Hey, let me see his nose. Give me a Narcan right here.
Did you hear that?
Give me a Narcan.
Yeah.
Like they have that on them?
That's what it sounds like.
Life in California is crazy.
It really is. That's one of the oddest things. I was like, yeah, get the Narcan, just like it's no big deal. Like, yeah.
Like who has it on them?
Go grab my wallet. I don't. Maybe it's an area where just Narcan, like Bubba says, just brings people back to life.
Give me a Narcan right here. Get it set up. You need to set up.
Yo, wake him up right now. Wake him up.
Man, I mean,
oof.
I mean, I don't even
know if this is rock bottom for Andy Dick, quite honestly.
Is he okay?
Like he's been notoriously known as a raging alcoholic drug abuser for years in Hollywood, and it's just there's like every 3 years there's an Andy Dick doing something stupid story.
But this is, I mean, I raging alcoholics, drug addicts, all that stuff, man. I get that. But this is something that you would assume he's homeless. I mean, seeing something like this. I mean,
yeah, for a while he was living in like a shed.
And I'm not saying that, oh my God, this guy made a ton of money. No, I don't think it's like that at all. I mean, he probably hasn't made money in a very long time. But yeah, I mean, to see somebody out there on the streets, I I know that obviously as an addict, it's not like his friends or family can stop him or be with him all the time and control every move he makes. But I mean, seeing this, man, I don't think it gets sadder than that. I think that's probably about as rock bottom. I mean, how could you watch that sober and not want to change immediately? I know it's easier said than done, but holy crap, man! Just seeing a guy like that, it's just tough to watch.
Yeah, he hasn't had much of a career at all in the last Jesus. Like looking at his IMDb is pretty depressing.
I mean, but it's not like he didn't start getting. It's not like he was in Hollywood and then he didn't get work and then he developed into an addict. Like I think that was.
Yeah, he was an addict and lost work because of it. I think is more likely what his situation was.
So I believe that if you think of something, you're like, if you did ask the question if it's fake or not, I know that you were just joking, but I think that if you're trying to get back into like the headlines, I think you go sex tape over an overdose kind of thing. I feel like that would be the option. Maybe there's another option that's in between, but I feel like that would be better to try to get in the headlines than this. What do you guys feel like? Overdose or sex tape? You're trying to get back in the headlines. What route are you taking?
Well, if I'm trying to get back in the headlines and my move is going to be like a comeback story from this, then this would be the way to go. Like follow me as my journey through rehab and all of that and make like a documentary out of it type series or something like that, then this would be the play. If it was just to try to get back in the news, it would be like Andy Dick saving somebody who was overdosing or something like that. And,
okay.
But I think this is the play if you're like you're pitching a comeback story type of thing.
Damn, oh man, it's just
See, your brain doesn't even think that deceptively, does it, Seth? Like you're not wired that way. That you immediately think, like this could be a setup for him to do something with it.
I try to give people.
You're a good dude.
I try to, for watching videos. I mean, but when you see something like this, I try to. I don't think it's fake at all. And much like all these things happen in life where, I don't think that there's a cover up with. Charlie Kirk, and I don't think that there's a cover up with, the president. Like, I think that there's a lot of things that happen and they are what they are. And yet we don't have all the answers, but I don't think that makes it some sort of, great conspiracy or something's happening that we can't comprehend. So when I see a guy like this slumped over, knowing his past, I just wonder how he got there. I just wonder about the people in his life that, maybe tried to help him, and now what are they thinking when they see him like that? Maybe they left him yesterday, and he was totally fine, and then next thing you know, he's all over TMZ. That's the kind of stuff, like, I don't go, oh my God, that's funny or anything. Maybe I'm just a pussy. I just feel like that's just a tough spot in life to be in.
Well, this is sad and depressing, but the fact that this guy sold this video to TMZ is a little more sad and depressing to me.
Well, I mean,
oh, wow, I've got this video of Andy Dick at his absolute worst. Let me roll over on my skateboard with my camera going, leave it running.
No, he was live streaming.
But the whole, okay.
The guy was live streaming like him riding around.
And he just happened to catch Andy Dick. That's pretty crazy luck.
Well, I mean, around Hollywood, I'm guessing your chances of seeing, at least one, former actor strung out, probably is, good 25 to 50% each morning. I mean, there's got to be a reason why that guy's going around streaming. But yeah, maybe they just clipped it from his stream. But yeah, listen, if somebody's selling it to make money, I don't blame them either. It's just.
You would do that?
Yeah.
You would sell a video that you had of somebody at their worst to try and make a buck?
Yeah, I would. If I needed money, I would. Yes. Now, if you're asking, would I give Andy Dick drugs and then just to purposely get a shot of him strung out so I could sell it? No, I don't think I would do that. But yes, I would have no problem selling this. Now, but this is coming from a guy that's not going to ski at Utah and those things, Brian. Okay, I still want to have the finer things in life, and if I have to sell Andy Dick footage, then damn it, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I gotta send my daughter to cosmetology school or whatever.
Cosmetology?
Yeah, you sit in the Cheryl, all of a sudden you can't say things. It's like, good Lord.
Is the air thinner up there?
Yeah, I don't know what's
on that
going
high
on.
horse up there.
I don't know. Yeah, so that's the Andy Dick thing. I didn't expect Brian to spin it on me or anything like that. But,
I do it. I shove it right up your A. If you're the host, if you're in that seat, you're getting it shoved up your A.
Shove it up there, big boy.
No lube.
Also, this was our thumbnail for today. The coach of Michigan, Sherrone Moore, was fired yesterday. Unless there's new information out, which there probably is because a lot came out just for yesterday, and people are like, oh my God, sports, college football. It's not that, okay? This is salacious. This is about sex and power and money and unfortunately abortion, which is never really part of these things, but that's why. So the coach of Michigan has a wife, has 3 or 4 young children from what we hear, apparently was hooking up with a Michigan staffer. What's her name? Paige
Shiver.
Paige Shiv. Yeah, there we go. Macho Man has her up. People are saying that this lady shouldn't have been outed, but you play a part in this. It's
100% should be outed.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's not. It's not like he lied to her and she didn't know he was married. This is not that situation.
Right.
This wasn't a hookup where she's an innocent bystander. She was half of this problem.
Yeah, and so she's the one on the red for the ones that are watching this. So the story that came out yesterday was that the coach for Michigan got fired. Then as the details emerged, it was that he had an inappropriate relationship with a staffer, apparently got her pregnant. Also being reported that he forced her to have an abortion. I believe she got promoted at work. I think her salary got doubled. I don't know if that stuff's like public information or whatever it is, but there's people were floating around documents that showed like her money was going up. And so yesterday he got fired when Michigan found out about all this. He threatened to kill himself in front of his wife. He then left his house and went to Paige's house, broke into her house and said, I'm going to kill myself, but I'm taking you first. I don't know what happened. He ended up leaving there, and then they ended up arresting him. So the guy lost everything in a day, and on top of that, got arrested. So I know that Ohio State fans, as far as football goes, are probably feeling pretty good. Just as a person, just as a dude, as a husband, seeing this happen, seeing you lose everything, seeing this potentially, forcing her to get, an abortion, like that is just next level salacious type stuff. And for a leader of men, a college football head coach, I know people say that Michigan is known for cheating, all that. For that's just the last thing that you would expect, I believe, from a football coach that's not named Urban Meyer.
Yeah, this is beyond, like you said, beyond just like a sports story. This is a salacious pop culture story.
So you're fine with people knowing who she is?
100%.
Okay.
She's half of the. Again, if he had deceived her and she didn't know, and it was if she was innocent in all of this, but she's breaking up a marriage, a home. She's half of this scandal. She knew the rules too. She broke the rules also, not just him. She also broke the rules. I imagine she's going to be terminated too, right? Because I mean, don't they have to?
I don't know when somebody is when you're subordinate or whatever. Like I don't know. I don't know how that plays out. Like couldn't you just say that she was in fear for her job or career?
But if the rule is that there's no inner office philandering, regardless of the position, then she broke that rule also, didn't she?
I guess so.
Yeah. So I mean, if we're going to be fair about this, she is half of the problem in this equation.
And this was all the weird thing about this is that this was on Twitter like a week and a half ago. That there are random people. One of them was a former Michigan quarterback. The other people were just alumni, boosters that were tweeting Michigan all of these things about, hey, this guy cheated on his wife. He forced her to have an abortion. You need to fire this guy. And then a week and a half later, boom, it actually happened. So I would imagine that she had told a lot of people what was happening around that area. Obviously, one of the two had to tell somebody first for it to start snowballing like that. But yeah, that's how that's all going down. So
how long do you think it was going on for? You think this was
at least a year? Because I think he promoted her from like some sort of recruiting coordinator to his executive assistant. That's how she went from $53,000 a year to $90,000 a year. Because she was his executive assistant as of like 2024.
Yeah.
So this was probably going on for almost a full year.
Now, here's some other things that people are finding. This is longtime Bear Scout Jeff Schreiber poses with a photo of his daughter.
Yeah,
Paige.
she wasn't as cute there. She looked very Midwest there.
Yeah, she's
very Midwest.
It's a lot, but yes, her dad.
She's got a winter coat on, if you know what I mean.
Her dad is hey, Hey, listen, we're all trying to lose some weight, okay?
She looks better there.
Everybody said that they would throw their marriage away for her, didn't they, earlier in the show?
No.
Nobody said that?
No, I think you just kind of admitted to something.
Well, I'm doing that bit in my head. All right, listen, we'll figure this out when I get back. I gotta go.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
What happened?
Yeah, I'll play it.
But back to Jokic. See
What's he
he's
doing?
man?
Dude, what is he doing? OKC's 24-1.
Yeah, that's impressive. He's averaging almost 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists, up from 10 last year, up to 11 now. He's averaging almost a block a game. The guy's just a beast. Is he one of the 5 greatest players of all time?
It'll be an uncomfortable conversation, but at the end, his stats will be hard to argue against.
I mean, the guy could. He's not going to end up because he started out slow, but over the last 4 seasons, he has averaged a triple-double.
Dude, he's him and Shea are the best players in the game.
Yep.
You see, what's his name's not going to play in the bowl?
Yeah, Byron Brown. He's going to coach.
Yeah. He's talking to his family about his next.
Well, look, I wish him nothing. I wish him well. His coach left. It really wasn't his coach to begin with, but he's been his coach. Do whatever he wants. I'm not getting mad at the players. Golesh is a piece of shit.
Oh boy, he's still burning on that one, Lumber.
It's his negotiation.
Well, yeah, he was hosting recruiting days on our last game against Rice for guys that he was intending to bring with him to Auburn. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's done money or whatever.
The guy does an official visit to USF. No official visit to Auburn. Signs with Auburn. Okay.
Well,
not asking for thumbs. I'm not asking for cash.
Hit that thumbs up.
I'm just gonna do the show, man. Whatever happens, happens.
Is LeBron completely washed, Seth?
Yeah. I mean, he can play. It's just
he's done.
I don't know what level.
Good morning.
The thing is, I don't think he's gonna retire at the end of the year.
Did you hear OKC might trade for Giannis?
No, I didn't.
Hello?
I heard that rumor.
About who they have to give? Will they have to give up Chet?
I don't know.
Hello?
But I heard somebody say that.
Right now they're set to have the 3rd pick in the draft because I think they have the Clippers lottery pick.
Wow. Yeah, it was a week ago. I think it's died down a little bit, but yeah, it was rumored that he might end up with OKC.
I thought he only wanted to go to the Knicks.
You had Marcus Taylor?
I don't know. That's where he wants to be, right?
That's the only team that showed interest in him. Sherrone Moore lost out on $30 million.
That was 12.5 that they would have to pay him in if they terminated him.
Sherrone?
Yeah. I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, 24-1's a pretty impressive start for OKC. Big game, what is it, tonight or tomorrow against the Spurs? 2 days?
Spurs played last night in the NBA Cup. I don't know if they won or not. I just watched OKC.
Yeah, OKC plays the Spurs on Saturday. That'll be a good matchup. Yeah, that was the other thing that they were talking about in that video is, you know, all the best players in the NBA are international now.
Yes, Nixon, you are correct. They don't get arrested for having an affair. They get arrested for 3 years.
Well, that's why the NBA's talked about making their All-Star game international versus American, but it'd be Luka, Giannis, Jokic, Shea, and
Wemby.
Wemby.
Yeah, but don't forget too. what's his face, the guard, who I didn't realize was Canadian. There's quite a few more.
The guard that's Canadian, Dylan Brooks.
Well, Dylan Brooks is a forward. Yeah, he's Canadian. Then they've got.
This guy told me Dylan Brooks is a forward.
Isn't he a forward?
There's no positions anymore.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just like you ramming up my ass about it, but he's a forward.
I thought he was a forward. That's all.
It's okay, man. Jesus Christ.
Speed, power, performance, and top-notch results on the turf and on the track. Skag Power Equipment is mowing down the competition. Built by hard-working Americans in state-of-the-art facilities, Skag machines are made to last. Don't get left behind. Visit your local Skag dealer to discover the Skag difference for yourself. Skag, simply the best.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
What it do, my peeps? Seth Kushner filling in for Bubba. I know I'm into heavy machinery, which means I'm a Skag man myself.
You renting a logger this weekend?
I've already got it, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've got a couple loggers. I'm going to be doing a lot of logman type stuff.
Oh, great.
So, just stay tuned to my YouTube channel, Loggerman Kush, and you can see all that stuff. All right, so I did want to clear up. Nobody said they would throw away their marriage at all for the...
You did?
No, I don't know. I thought I misheard somebody. Nobody would do what Sherrone Moore did with that nice
Page
woman.
girl.
Sean H. Gifted 5 memberships. I think you would. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you're a Bears fan, you probably would have just to get in good with her dad.
Man, her poor dad. He's.
Do you think the players are kind of giving it to him?
I mean, I don't know what. He's an old man. He's like an executive director of scouting, and I don't know what would a player say to him? Like, hey, your daughter sexed up that Michigan coach, eh? How do you feel, Baldy? I don't know what you say in that scenario at all. You did send me Andy Dick talking to TMZ. This is was from yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, this is Andy Dick. Of course, I think when you're at Andy Dick, you have no problem when you're found like this. You have no problem answering questions directly after it happened.
Andy, how are you doing? Since everything happened yesterday.
Okay, I have a couple questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by everything? What is everything?
Since the video that came out.
What happened?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Are you okay?
Doesn't it look like I'm 100% fine?
What's happening here?
By the way, $20.
Is he at a doctor's office? What
You
is
think
going?
that's a doctor's office? He looks like he's in a crack house.
I don't.
Yeah, that's a trap house, Brian. Look at those chairs. The chairs are all different. You see, this guy's got like a little white doll chair.
Yeah, I'm looking at the whole picture now. There's no baseboards.
Yeah, they're seeing us.
The baseboards are pulled away.
It's like, yes, it's a doctor's office at the crack house. So yeah, they have to. Andy Dick has to just show that he can still handle his crack amount despite the way that he was found yesterday. Is this just permanent damage that he suffered, or is he on something right now?
Oh, it's permanent damage. He's got brain damage for sure.
Do you think he's sober now?
No, he's drinking alcohol right there, I think.
That's water. It's water, he said.
Is it water? Okay, let's see.
Supposedly.
10%.
Now, I know you two were there with him yesterday. Are you guys able to tell us anything?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, what can you guys tell us?
I mean, we were going out to hang out with Andy. Adam had a whole entire day planned. And he got away from us for a few minutes. He did something that messed him up, and I had to run into some Narcan. But it was a group effort of all of our friends that, saved him.
There was a guy that was my age and I felt for him. He has kids. Did you know that part? He has kids, and he was depressed. And he was on the sidewalk, and I'm like, I'll sit with you. And then he whipped out, I'm sorry, but crack. And I'm like, you know what? I might need a little bit of that.
Okay. This is I hope this is all fake. Now he's sitting we're sitting in the trap house with the streamers. These are the streamers, right? I mean, these have to be streamers.
The guy on the right looks like he's wearing a fake Lummy wig.
Right, that's
he's like Lummy Light over there. He's like, Timu Lummy.
This is like Post Malone in disguise over there. So these guys had the Narcan on them. Did they say they were recording with Andy Dick, and then he kind of scampered off, and that's how they found him?
Yeah, they were kind of hanging out with them, recording stuff. Yeah, and Andy Dick went off.
Imagine having a friend that you have to keep Narcan on you when you hang out with him. It's like, because you never know.
I mean, Brian, you're good at deciphering the truth or not. Do you feel like this? Do you feel like it happened just like this, where Andy Dick scampered off, went and sat next to a guy who was down on his luck? The guy busts out crack. A crack? When you're getting crack, like I don't even know why you share with people. I thought it's like so precious when you buy it and the things you have to do for it. I didn't know it was something you did, but maybe this guy was blinded by Andy Dick's star.
I think that Andy Dick saw a guy that looked like he had crack on him and went over to talk to him to see if he had crack.
There you go.
I think this guy was not over there to raise his spirits. This wasn't the Make-A-Wish Andy Dick Foundation.
But it's interesting how he set it up, right?
Oh, it's absolutely, because he's the victim in this in a sense, and he's a good guy in this. He saw a crackhead and went over to see if said crackhead had crack. That's what happened.
I wanted to see what he was doing, and also I don't mind doing a little crack every now and then. But in this case, no, it was.
And when he went out, I grabbed his hand and I said, and I'm like, if you can hear me, grab my hand. He didn't grab my hand. I said, think of your grandbabies. He has 2 grandbabies, and he grabbed my hand and he held it like.
Oh my God!
Oh wow, we're getting deep with this now.
He's got kids. I didn't even know he had kids. He's got grandkids.
Yeah, he's like 60 years old, right?
No, I know.
I didn't know he had kids though.
I always just thought he was kind of G.
Oh yeah.
I think he's that as well. I think it's the spectrum.
You think it's BYE?
Yeah, I think.
He's got 3 kids.
I'm sure they have the internet.
Squeeze.
And I just wanted to say something for the record is that I had been live streaming that day. We were going on an outing. And the only reason why I live streamed that happening to Andy is because I wanted a record of what was going on, because that doesn't usually happen.
Yeah. There you go, Brian. He wasn't, trying to sell Andy Dick's soul. He wanted to make sure that he could record it. So
sure,
Andy Dick could look at his past transgressions when he's trying to get sober for his grandkids.
Okay.
Holy hell.
Because everybody's getting down on him to record. But I get mad at him if he's not recording.
So you didn't know this guy? You just met him yesterday?
Lummy, why didn't you get that content of me overdosing on crack?
Oh, he was on the street.
Okay.
And so was I. I ran away from these fools who are my real friends. Mm-hmm. That was stupid of me. And then I just met this guy who was my age. I'm like, and he had kids, and he was going through shit.
All right, Andy.
Smoking something on tinfoil. I'm like,
goodness gracious. Woo!
Imagine being like, but just let's unwrap that, okay? You're on the street, you sit next to a guy, and he starts smoking something random on tinfoil, and you go, sure. Sounds like fun.
Dude, I get freaked out when people are passing joints around the campfire at BARP, I mean, I don't want that, and I kind of know those people. So you're talking about, you're down at a bus stop, you're just going to start sharing drugs with somebody you don't know?
That's insane, man. That's insane. That is just it's beyond my comprehension.
But that's crackety crack behavior. I mean, that's what happens. All right, here's the
sex bot.
Yeah, this is the robot story that I teased earlier in the show. China has officially introduced its T-800 humanoid robot, showcasing advanced mobility and surprisingly serious combat capabilities. I did preface this by earlier saying this is a lot of time robot stories that are brought up normally devolve into, we're going to have sex with that robot. That robot's going to be our slave. All of the above. That is not the case with this. We are looking at some fighting robots right here, baby.
Greg T, $20.
Thank you, Greg.
Let me ask you this. Have we determined whether or not they're making these robots impervious to electromagnetic blasts and fields, like EMF disturbances?
What are you saying, like a giant magnet or something like that?
I'm just saying, like, all you need is like an EMF cannon, and you aim them them towards these robots and they fall to the ground.
All right. Well, listen,
that's my understanding of EMF.
I'm sorry. Who has an EDF, a cannon like that?
Our military.
I'm talking about, like, what about us?
What, you're worried about China releasing these bots and then overtaking you?
This is more for like patrolling like concerts and stuff. I don't think this is for going to war, Brian. I mean, what do you think? China's going to send 10,000 of these our way?
Have you guys watched Terminator? I mean, am I the only one who saw that documentary?
I have not. I haven't seen RoboCop. I haven't seen Terminator. I haven't seen Rambo.
Are you afraid of robots?
I got no issue with robots. I saw iRobot.
Oh, okay. yeah, I saw that.
Will Smith movie?
Yeah. I don't know why you're smirking at it.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
The guy's a fine actor. Who cares if he slapped Chris Rock? All right, here's these damn robots that fight.
Yeah.
Hadouken! All right, we need the music. Look at that.
Wow.
I mean, it's just.
Well, I know it's really heavily relying on the front kick, so watch that. And the 1, 2, 3.
I like how you're sizing up the.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. I've seen two combinations of punches and a front kick. That's all he's got.
Is this really these people?
How tall is that robot?
He went to the head kick there.
Oh well, that's a forceful kick right there.
That is.
This is not the future. The robots and all that's not.
It is the future.
No.
I believe that robots are the future.
Plug them in and let them lead the way. I don't know, Brian. Every time they say it's like, oh, robots are going to be doing everything. They're going to be taking our jobs. Every time we see them, like these are the future. They're all still having everything the kinks worked out in them. Like this guy does look like somebody that you could take down from behind. The other ones that you want to have, the other ones that you want to possibly get intimate with, those aren't fully developed at all. It's still very perverse to do that. So I just haven't seen anything that leads me to believe that yes, this really is the future right here, robots. But there are.
Robots are the future for sure. It's just we're probably still a good 2 or 3 years away from them being seriously.
But doing what though?
Like household chores.
Is that really needed? Like,
how great would it be to go to work and come home and your laundry's folded and done? Like all the stuff you don't want to do is done.
Well, I mean, I think that would be cool. I mean, it's very possible to pay a human to.
Well, most people can't. There's a cost barrier to the human. The robot works for free.
How do you acquire the robot?
You gotta buy it.
Purchase it, but that's on a payment plan.
Okay, yeah, you finance the robot.
You finance the robot.
Gene gets a cleaning lady. He stays in the house and watches her. Did you know that?
Because he doesn't trust her?
No. He just doesn't. I think most people will leave the house when the cleaning people come over, but Gene will just sit there, man. He'll be like, man, this is so great. I got people cleaning my house right here.
My dad sits there, in his room though, but he's not like watching the cleaners.
All right, listen,
Gene follows him.
I just wanted to throw that out there about Gene. Okay, I found it interesting. This is the story about the guy in the cruise that had the 33 drinks.
Yeah,
and that died.
Weak sauce.
I don't know that I believe the 33 drink part, but
okay. Well, it's
no. So I think I have. Well, what I was going to say to you is I have kind of an explanation for that.
Well, let me just play this because this is a part of the story. I don't know. Did we talk about this earlier in the week? That they stuffed him in a fridge.
Yeah, to control him after they sedated him.
Did we? I don't feel like
I don't think we did. No.
Yeah, so that's what the story now is saying that this. If you guys don't know, it's this guy allegedly had 33 drinks. Went to go try to find his family's hotel room. Couldn't find it. Was banging on the wrong doors. Cops. They'll probably show it right here. Let me go.
Who was reportedly drunk and unruly on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, has died.
No.
The coroner's office confirms 35-year-old Michael Virgil died aboard Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas.
One of the most tragic cases I've ever worked on. And they were in sort of a holding pattern. They board the vessel. They're on sort of a quasi-orientation situation. They are in a pool area where there are bar-type structures around them. And they're just waiting. And as the child became a little bit impatient. So Connie took the child to go see if they could check on the room because their room was not ready yet. And it was during that time frame where we really don't know with absolute precision what happened. The next time Connie saw Michael, he was on a gurney outside the medical office with zip ties, and he looked like he had been bruised and battered. And they told her at that time he was being rambunctious, he was riled up, we're going to give him some kind of sedative, which they would not identify, but it's all going to be okay. And they told her to go back to her cabin. And she did. And we don't know the exact time. It's an estimate based on memory, but within 30 minutes to an hour, she gets a phone call saying he's dead. She got a.
What's your theory, Brian?
So I do think they overserved him, which is not uncommon for cruises. But they're making it sound, so a few things as a savvy cruise connoisseur over here.
Yes.
They probably boarded the ship around 10:30 or 11, which is early. Your room is typically not ready until like 1 or 2 because they're still cleaning up from the people who just got off the ship. You know, people disembarked as late as 8 a.m. They get out of their room for the prior cruise, and then they have that turnover time that it takes for them to get the cabins ready. So typically around 1 or 2 o'clock, your room is ready, your luggage gets brought up, all of that. But they're making it sound like there's nothing else to do. You're in this holding pattern. You can go explore the ship, sign your kid up for kids club. You've got to do your muster station drill, check in.
Can you go swimming?
You can go have lunch. You can go swimming if you packed your bathing suit. There are other options. You can go play mini golf. There are other options on what to do and what you can do when you're boarding the ship here other than sit down and just start hammering drinks, which is apparently what this guy did. Now, the 33 drink thing, I think that comes from, so they track drinks based off of, you have to have a cruise card. So he most likely paid for the drink package, which meant he had unlimited drinks.
They said he had that.
And what sometimes happens is the bartender, rather than scanning other people, will just put it on the person's tab that they already have the card in. So it's lazy on the bartender's part, but rather than doing a separate check for each person, which is what they're supposed to do, they could, let's say 5 other people came up for drinks while he was sitting there, just hit them all on his account so that they don't have to process them, take their card, swipe it, have them sign each time. They can just do it all under this guy's. So that's a possibility of what happened there, because 33 drinks is a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of alcohol. And even Lummy was saying, in 3 hours, 33 drinks, or 4 hours, 33 drinks is a insane amount of alcohol.
Who would you put the blame on in this?
Oh, the blame is mostly with the individual. I mean, you have to have self-control. But I couldn't see some level of blame being put on the cruise line and the bartenders. Also, the administration of a sedative to somebody who is, out of control and intoxicated, and if they had taken any time to research why he was out of control and realize that he had been served a ridiculous amount of alcohol, they probably would not have administered that sedative to him because, as we all know, alcohol is a depressant as a chemical, and so his heart rate and all of that was likely slowed to begin with.
Well, I mean, what do you do? This guy is an animal, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he was out of control.
I don't know how you take this guy down.
They had taken him down and zip tied him.
Yeah,
and then they administered a sedative.
Let me see let's see when they put him in the freezer.
A phone call with the news, and that's just not supposed to happen. You don't have to be a lawyer or an expert you can just use your common sense to know something stinks. And when we got the ME report from the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner, it just had echoes of George Floyd. I don't know how else to say it. You have 5 people putting their entire body weight on Michael and mechanically asphyxiating him for 3 minutes is what the medical examiner estimated, after which he was immobile for 2 minutes. His body was able to somehow come back, but ultimately that mechanical asphyxiation was the first domino that fell that caused his death. And there were lots of other things that happened. They overserved him. They injected him with Caldol and succinylcholine, 2 very powerful drugs, one of which, succinylcholine, is a muscle relaxant that is used for people going into general anesthesia. That's just not something you're supposed to be giving a man like this.
Wow. So this guy's blaming the cruise line.
Well, yeah, they're suing them. So that they are definitely blaming them.
They're suing the crew. You said that you can kind of see both sides. Is there?
Yeah, there's comparative fault here on the part of the individual, and the cruise line most likely did not handle things according to their, the proper protocol and procedure.
What's protocol when you've got a massive dude who's incredibly inebriated, strong, won't go down? What's the protocol for how you handle that?
I think they had restrained him. Clearly, they had him down. They had him zip tied. They had him restrained.
Is this a George Floyd? Like, is this?
I don't know that it's a George Floyd level thing. George Floyd was not really a huge threat at the time. He wasn't kicking down doors, drunk and screaming. Is my understanding of the George Floyd thing. He was passing off a fake bill or something like that.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't want to.
Fake 20.
I don't want to fight George Floyd.
Look, George Floyd was no saint, okay, but
hey, listen, it's just.
But he didn't deserve to die the way he died.
I didn't mean to get into it here, but this guy's bringing up George Floyd. Well, he's getting some buzz.
This guy doesn't have quite the level of sympathy I think that George Floyd will receive.
I don't know, man. As somebody that was telling you how sympathetic I am earlier, I don't feel. I don't really feel it here at all, and I don't know. I don't know if I believe the 33 drinks either, because I just don't think somebody at a bar. I don't know if a bartender would do that. Don't you feel like that would register at some point that this guy's had enough?
Well, was he at one bar? That's the other question, but at the same time, the danger of this for cruise goers is, Carnival has a 15 drink a day limit on their CPAT, on their cruise card. So you can buy the unlimited Carnival package, and I believe each person is limited to 15 drinks a day. Royal Caribbean does not place a limit on the number of alcoholic drinks you can consume in a day. And so this begs the question is, do they have a policy in place that encourages over-drinking and over-consumption by not limiting it at all?
All right. Speaking of overconsumption, Lummy, you going to the Bucs game tonight?
Sure am.
What kind of condition are you going to be in tomorrow?
A great condition. Hopefully the Bucs win.
He told you he's been resting all week for this.
That's right.
And I'm not. Listen, I want you to have a good time and everything. I just want to know. Me.
A cruise ship passenger.
God, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I just want to know me, Eugene.
Yeah.
And Babyface might come in, probably not. But I just want to see what the vibe's going to be like. If you're going to be vibrant, or if it's going to be a tough day where you have to wear sunglasses and all that.
Oh no,
and a hoodie.
Because I'm going with Walker and Ashley. We may leave at halftime. It depends how late it gets, how good the game's going.
What time's the game start? Like 8:30?
8:15.
And so halftime probably like 9:30, 9:45.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you normally leave those games during the week at halftime, or?
Oh, when it's a night, like a night game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends.
It's for Walker, not for you, right? You don't need the sleep. We already talked about that. You don't.
Yeah, of course. No, it's for me. I'm taking Dr. Brian's suggestions of getting more sleep. So.
Because only a doctor can have an opinion on the right amount of sleep. You have to go to medical school to know that.
Are you going to the Diaco box tonight, or are you just going to take it easy, win the club level?
Probably go up to the Diaco box, say hi.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it's always nice to say hi to him.
We don't have to be.
What's the spread like there these days? What are they rocking up there?
Oh, it's usually it's always the same thing. I never touch the food though. It's usually hamburgers, sandwiches, chicken fingers, popcorn. Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of desserts.
So, big Bucs game tonight.
Huge Bucs game. I mean, their season's riding on this
and
now.
Then right after that, the Amazon documentary 11-part series comes out.
Oh yeah. The 50 years of the Buccaneers. So
that's right.
Yeah, that's if for some reason you can't sleep or you like to stay up all night, then I would dig into that Amazon documentary that's premiering right after the Bucs game. This is another thing, much like the Cher story. Sydney Sweeney. I always send Bubba Sydney Sweeney stuff. She was obviously in the news for the jeans controversy, all sorts of things, and I sent Sponjo this the other. I thought he was going to play it for. There was really no. I just thought because it was like Caitlin Lockerbie, and we'll play a story, and there'll be a news anchor, and he'll go, and we'll be looking at our Instagram for 10 minutes. And I was like, well, let me just send him Sydney Sweeney answering questions. He'll probably love that, chesty and whatnot. And it never made the cut for some reason. So I thought I would play it during when I'm on the air.
To get to 35 pounds was really hard, especially once the boxing element came into full force, because then I was burning a lot of calories at that time. I only drink water, and I started drinking milkshakes, and I really, really enjoyed them.
Lummy, are you staring at her chest? Because if so, I mean, I would say that you're being perverted right now.
It's just high level. I can't help it.
Okay.
I was eating like 3 burgers for one meal, downing protein shakes, snacking constantly. I think it was probably some of the happiest times of my life.
What do you think about Sydney Sweeney?
Her eyes are a little too far apart, but the rest of her is good.
Really?
Yeah.
People are saying that she's got like this is so rude. I'm just telling you what I read online. They're saying that she has a butter face.
She does.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's not.
That is insane, dude.
It's really not. I mean,
Lummy.
Yes.
Lummy. Oh boy, Lummy. It's just whatever you think, man. I'm just saying.
No, I think she's a very pretty girl. I mean, Dr. Brian over here, who's judging her for her eyes being too far apart, is crazy.
I'm just saying she looks like Stewie.
So you don't think that?
What? Jeez.
You don't think she's like the it girl, the baddie right now? What do you like?
Yeah, no, I think she's a very attractive girl. I don't see where Babyface comes across saying that she's ugly.
They're saying people are mad at her, and but that's.
I didn't say ugly.
You said butterface.
That's just I said I could see why people would say that. I think it's just objectively the spacing of her eyes.
What do you give her a 1 out of 10 since you did call her Stewie?
Yeah.
True. If I had to rate Sydney Sweeney overall, I would say she's an 8.2.
Okay, that's. I mean, I can't get over.
I mean, maybe an 8.1. If you put her in a room with 100, good-looking 100 girls, I think she would be in that 80 to 85 range of attractiveness in a room out of 100.
She might be in the top 0.2% like I am, but listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge on YouTube, which I didn't know that I was. But then it makes sense. I literally have the show on for 4 hours a day while I'm on, so I could see why I would be in the upper echelon of listeners. By the way, if you guys haven't checked, for you people that are on YouTube, it should have your yearly countdown or whatever, your yearly of what you watched, how much time you spent watching it, what your top videos and what your top channels were and everything like that. Spotify started doing it, and now YouTube does it, and I think there's a few other sites that do it that just remind you of everything that you're up to this year.
Where do you see that at?
I will say this: the women in the Bubba Army chat are much more up in arms when we talk about beautiful women and what they look like. I mean, they are very defenders of other women in here. I will without a doubt.
I agree. Why? What's happening right now?
They're just all like, "Oh my God, she's gorgeous. She's so beautiful. This, that, the other." I mean, I mean,
I know a lot of it is her that she's chesty and everything. But let me ask you this, Brian. We didn't talk about this on the show at all. The American Eagle controversy with the jeans that's only popped up again because I guess some of her movies have tanked, and she came out and did another interview saying that she doesn't support any negativity that was around the jeans thing.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to defend that. Yeah. I mean, look, it's a play on words, and everybody can have good genes, whether they're white, black, Asian, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. Okay, so the making it a racial thing or saying it was out of line is some woke bullcrap. I mean, get over it. Get over it.
I didn't understand.
She's attractive. She clearly has large breasts.
Is she a baddie?
I don't know what defines somebody as a baddie.
I do.
What is it? What is it? Somebody have to have? What are the characteristics that make someone a baddie?
What does actually baddie mean?
Like a bad chick.
Like she a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she a baddie.
Oh, okay.
A baddie. BADDIE.
Yeah, that's right. She's a baddie.
But that's
and
a good thing, right?
What makes her a baddie?
What are we? Is there pictures? What exactly we're looking at right now makes her a baddie?
She has jacked up
Doesn't
booties?
she have a little flat kind of butt? I don't think she has like a voluptuous hiney.
Okay, and now I'm gonna have to start breaking her butt down.
Don't worry, Babyface will do that.
Her butt is very fine.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, Babyface.
There is God, this is just getting perverse. I don't, and even if she didn't have a big ass or a medium-sized ass, when you get the hoots like that, you've got one. I mean,
I guess so.
You've got one of the two.
There's some women that have both.
There are some women that have both.
And don't look like they may have gotten grazed by Down syndrome.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. Women in chat, you have your way with Brian here. I got to take a break here.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Damn. Poor females, man. Hey, where do you see that percentage thing?
I know.
Is that in your YouTube?
What's that?
That percentage?
Oh, yeah, it pops up, yeah.
I've never seen it pop up. Everyone keeps talking about what percentage they have, and
Yeah, let me see. It pops up right on. Yeah, you go right to your home, and it says your 2025 recaps here. Go to like your own personal homepage.
oh, view your channel. I don't think I'm ready. 2025. Oh. Right. Well, I have to look. I wonder what I am. I wonder what I am. Man. See what Babyface thinks of J-Lo.
J-Lo's fine. I know Dan hates on her and thinks she's fat, but she's nice. I think it's ridiculous that Dan hates on J-Lo. J-Lo's clearly a psychopath. No guy would want to stay with her, and she doesn't want to stay with anybody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shane Gillis got nicked by downs. He admits it. Thank you, Stacy. Finally, a woman speaking the truth in here. But Tina, you gotta understand, it's not picking, like, she is famous because she's attractive. She's not some insanely good actress, okay? So if you're famous for a reason, people are gonna pick it apart, whatever it is that you do at. People pick apart when LeBron James has a bad game, and he got made fun of for his receding hairline. So he got the double whammy there.
What?
Just saying, Tina's like, oh my God, people are picking her apart over one thing of her looks. I'm like, that's why she's famous, though, is for her looks. If LeBron James is bad at basketball, people pick that apart.
Well, he wouldn't be playing basketball then.
That's my point. And so,
So you wouldn't know him then.
No, I'm saying is, if he has a bad game or something, you judge people based on what they're famous for. She's famous for being attractive, arguably, right? She's not this amazing actress.
She's pretty good.
She's a mid.
Very smart.
Yeah, she's smart.
She got a perfect score in her SAT.
Oh, wow.
I mean, listen, I understand you're attacking females right
now. No, the females in chat now. I got that now. They're speaking up. This baker's wife. I have to assume that that's a woman. She says that she doesn't think she's that hot. I think that's correct. She's an okay-looking woman. J-Lo is not nasty. You guys are crazy about that. Dan, that's a bad take by Dan. She's like 60 and looks like that. She's like 50, but. Oh no, she is almost. She's 55, 56. You're welcome, Jason. Seth is killing it today. Just brings the heat.
Oh, man.
Yes, exactly, Trip. It's the distance between the eyes. The space between Sydney Sweeney's eyes. I think Dave Matthews said it best.
If I listen long enough to you,
I'd find a way to believe that it's all true.
knowing that you lied straight face while I cried.
Still I look to find a reason to believe someone like you makes it hard to live without.
Pulling into the track, climbing over it, cruising it,
or along for the ride. You're always in it to win it, and you want to stay cool. Super Cool Performance. Superior protection against cavitation, corrosion, and erosion. Super Cool Boil Guard. Reducing operating temperatures by up to 20 degrees. Don't get beat by the heat. Visit redlineoil.com for products designed and engineered to keep you cool.
The views and snarky opinions of Brian the Babyface Matroni are not necessarily the views or opinions of the Bubba Radio Network or this radio station.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App, all at the Bubba Army, now returns.
Welcome back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Bubby. Bubba's in Indiana right now doing Indiana things. He'll be back on Monday where we will do the show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time. Is that correct, Lummy?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You might have heard 11 to 2. That's what it was until Bubba changed it 10 to 1. I can't imagine what he has going on. No, I'm guessing that he maybe booked some podcasts or something that happened yesterday.
I think he realizes he doesn't want to work until 2 o'clock.
But he's very big on starting late. I think 10's
messes up his schedule, man.
I don't know what his schedule is.
He starts to pilling up around 2, right?
Does he?
Whoa! That's not. He's totally off that now.
Yeah, is that part of his? I don't know what. I don't know what Bubba's. I don't know what he does when he leaves here. I don't know how his days are filled up. I really don't know what's going on at all. But that's why I want to keep it. All right, there was a great Sydney Sweeney discussion that's going on in chat. People are finally rallying on Brian's side that they believe that Sydney Sweeney's
One
ugly.
person.
No, there's like 3. There's 3 women.
There's
in there.
3.
Some baker's wife.
I know. Normally we're just breaking down random women, that we find throughout, stories. But
see, I don't think that's cool. They didn't sign up for that. But Sydney Sweeney, that's how her bread is buttered.
Well, like I said, I was just surprised that I sent that to her. I sent that to Bubba, and he didn't play it at all. Like I know it's maybe not the greatest content or that interesting, but I thought that it's interesting to possibly look at. But hey, listen, what do I know? That's why I'm in the small chair. I'm trying to be something. Something that I wanted to talk about, college football related, not about the coach of Michigan that got fired yesterday for having an affair with a staffer, possibly getting her pregnant, possibly forcing her to have an abortion, possibly threatening to kill yourself and her. It's a different college football story. This is about Notre Dame. And again, this is not one of those like full-on sports stories. To me, this pushes over into almost real life because you have a scenario where Notre Dame wasn't picked to be part of the playoffs this year in college football. That's how they, however they go about picking teams, Notre Dame was left out. Well, Notre Dame decided that they were so mad about being left out that they said, we're not going to be playing any bowl games this year. We're done. You can't have Notre Dame. And now they've come out and they've started speaking out against their ACC conference. They've started talking about how they should be in, how they had one of the best 10-game spans in college football history. And it's almost like, I feel like it's maybe people that have a hard time losing. It could be one of those. This could be coming into the I'm quitting. It could come into that kind of mentality as far as what Notre Dame's doing. But for some reason, I have no attachment to their program or really college football in general. But for really what they're doing and what their athletic director comes out and says, for some reason, every time annoys me probably just as much as slow travelers do Brian. I just wanted to see, I know that we touched on it a little bit on Monday. I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it.
Oh, it's ridiculous. First of all,
is it entitlement? Like what's going on?
Yeah, there's an air of entitlement and arrogance in this for sure. I will say, first and foremost, there was absolutely no reason for Miami to have leapfrogged Notre Dame in the final poll, as neither team played in that week. The issue is that the committee did have it wrong. Miami should have always been ahead of Notre Dame because of the head-to-head win against them. That's number one. So yes, I see the gripe that Notre Dame would have in getting past in a week in which they were idle and in which Miami was idle as well. But what was different about those two teams this week versus the week before? Where I have a major problem with this AD for Notre Dame going around with his tampon in a twist is with him going after the ACC commissioner, as if the ACC commissioner isn't supposed to advocate for the University of Miami to get included, as if Notre Dame is not a non-football playing member of the ACC. I understand that they have a convenient scheduling agreement so that Notre Dame has a place for all of its other sports, but that doesn't mean that the AD for the ACC should be putting up the holding the banner for Notre Dame and saying, hey, choose them over Miami. That's stupid. So his qualm there is idiotic. His problem with the way the voting went and that it is corrupt is absolutely valid.
Is this not embarrassing for a higher institution of learning to go on a tour and pretty much say, this isn't fair, we got screwed? Does it do anything positive at all?
Lummy?
Yes and no. I think it keeps Notre Dame in the news, and it also is going to be bringing probably bidders if they do want to go to a conference. I mean, realistically, Seth, I think you and I were talking about it yesterday with Notre Dame. Is that are they really that relevant in football?
From what I read, they had only one of their games was in the top 20 most watched games this year in college football.
Yeah, and they got that big contract with NBC,
$50 million a year.
Are you a normal? Well, you just started kind of watching more college football, but are you going, man, Notre Dame's on today, I got to watch it?
No, not at all.
I've never seen. I find maybe it's just me. I just find Notre Dame football boring.
And I think that goes.
Style.
I think that just goes to the entitlement that they're going around feeling that Notre Dame should be in there, not just because of what they did on the field this year, but just because of who they are in general.
It's kind of like I feel like Notre Dame is kind of like how Alabama is becoming now. Alabama feels like they shouldn't. Alabama should not be in the playoffs.
Oh, get out of here, man!
You
Come
think
on.
so?
Yeah, I do. They beat Georgia. It's. I understand the loss thing, but I mean, to me, Alabama would still whip any of those other teams that didn't get in there. So look. I'm not. I don't want to argue about the college football playoffs because I think that gets a little too in the weeds as far as sports goes. I just feel like what FSU did a few years ago when you had you had Rick Scott, you had DeSantis that were writing letters to the NCAA saying how unfair this was. I thought that was embarrassing. I think this is 10 times more embarrassing if I was associated with Notre Dame about doing this press run about talking how unfair it is about you not getting into the playoffs. I don't know, just for a college campus that just tries to, I don't know, teach people about how to be adults and get ready for the real world. Just saying something's unfair. That just doesn't seem very real-world-esque to me at all.
Well, not just that it's unfair, and then you're quitting on it, and you're not going to play the game and everything like that. And also to say that this is the most impressive 10-game run, being up, 15-10 on Boston College and going into the fourth quarter, or 18-10 against a 1-8 Boston College team, that's one of the best 10-game runs in the history of college football. I mean, it just the argument doesn't hold water when you beat one good team that entire time. They played nobody in that 10-game stretch. USF beat Boise State worse than Notre Dame did. Yeah. Let's be clear on that. So I don't know what Notre Dame's talking about in terms of huge disrespect or anything like that. Schedule a little bit better. You lost the two games you played against teams with a pulse. Yes, you were competitive in those games, but you still lost. So go cry somewhere else. Nobody feels bad for Notre Dame.
And then being independent gives them that opportunity to schedule realistically whoever they want.
Yeah.
I mean, they can schedule as hard as they want if they really want to.
And their schedule next year doesn't get any harder. I think they have Rice on their schedule and maybe USC. 210, you are on the air. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. I talked to Lummy the other day. This is Alex. I'm a diehard Notre Dame fan, so I figured I'd call in and
please
put the Notre Dame side of it in.
Go ahead.
So to talk about the 10-game stretch, yeah, absolutely. Some of the teams they played, they had no pulse. You're right. They lost the two first games by combined 4 points against Miami and then Texas A&M, and then they went on that 10-game stretch. Now, if you're doing comparisons, how the games ended, Notre Dame was pulling their starters at the beginning of the fourth quarter for most of these games. So when I know the commissioner of Miami or the AD of Miami was speaking out, saying, "Oh, we beat so-and-so better than Notre Dame did." Yeah, but you were also throwing touchdowns with like 5 seconds left in the game. You know, so it's hard when you do that head-to-head comparison. Like,
well, they played each other head-to-head, and who won?
You're 100% right. Miami won by 3 points.
Yep, they won. I mean,
but if you, let me say, we had a brand new freshman starting. We had a brand new defensive coordinator. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that came into this. You know, our starting quarterback was a brand new freshman.
They had a new quarterback.
You know, so,
yes, he was seasoned, but he was new to their team as well. I mean, every team can make that argument every year. The bottom line is this: Notre Dame did not schedule hard enough to deserve to be in the national title, the playoff conversation. They deserve to be in the conversation, but they can't be butthurt about being left out. I agree that the process was terrible. Miami should have been ranked ahead of them this whole time because Miami's losses were later in the season. They got dinged for that. But Notre Dame, while they can be upset that they got left out, can you at least admit the way the AD is handling it is terrible?
I think he could have went about it a little better. You know what I mean? I don't think he's crying as much as people are making it out to be. I mean, of course, he's coming out and going to stand up for the Notre Dame, and he's going to stand up for the players. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, Notre Dame pulled out; they're not going to play in the bowl game. Well, who wants to play in the Pop-Tarts Bowl? Like, let's be honest with you.
Okay, well, hold on. I told this to Lummy yesterday, sir, and this is where I'm going to have to jump in here. The Pop-Tart Bowl has climbed the ranks as one of the most prestigious, non-playoff type bowl games that I think that there is. I mean, I couldn't even name you some of the other ridiculous bowl. They've changed the Outback Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, all that other stuff. All that stuff got changed. The Pop-Tart Bowl, which is in Orlando, they take Pop-Tarts during the game, like mascot Pop-Tarts, and they put them in the toaster and they kill them. They literally kill Pop-Tarts during the game, and then they hold up signs that say "Never give up." It's the most insane acid trip ever. So I do want to say, we can be spurts at the PapaJohns.com Bowl, but please, the Pop-Tart Bowl, Notre Dame should be there.
100%. And he's saying that who wants to go play in the Pop? Realistically, going to a bowl game as a player is an experience that sometimes doesn't always happen.
And they got that taken away, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about the freshman that maybe next year he doesn't get to play, but he wanted to go to have the bowl experience?
Notre Dame didn't want to get whipped by BYU in that game. That was the real thing, because it totally. Hold on, real quick. It totally undermines the argument that they should have been included in the college football playoff if they lose by 21 or 14 or whatever it would be to BYU.
Who lost?
BYU has, they have an argument to be made for having been left out. They only lost to one team all season. They beat everybody else on their schedule. They lost to one team twice.
But they got destroyed by that same team.
It doesn't matter, and we'll see how Texas Tech does. I mean, Texas A&M, Texas Tech could run the table and be the national champions. Does that make Texas Tech? Does that make it any better in your eyes?
By the way, this is as political as this show gets. College football is very, very political. As you can see, it never ends. You just keep throwing other teams out there that made it or didn't make it, and it just goes forever.
No, I understand what you're saying. I was just making the point where Notre Dame's coming from. The one thing I did want to add on is it was a player's vote. You know what I mean? So a lot of these guys are going to leave for the draft. So on both sides of the ball, Notre Dame was going to have 12 starters not going to play in the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Yeah, and they probably voted not to go. So those 12 guys that probably could have played now aren't going to be. You know what? They're not going to help their cause.
What? Let me ask you this: what does players' vote mean? Does that mean that every player gets an equal vote, and the majority of those? Because I can tell you right now, there are about 50 guys at the bottom of that roster that absolutely would have wanted to go there.
Yeah, go play
minimum.
Probably, yeah.
So this whole player vote thing is BS. You got to admit that. There's no way that these kids are saying, I don't want a free trip where I get a bunch of free swag, free meals, and taking care of like a king for a week in Orlando. Yeah. This is lunacy. This player vote thing is a scapegoat.
With that, but it's not like we got a list that came out and was like, this is what this guy voted for, and this, you know what I mean? I'm just saying what the university is putting out.
I understand what the university is putting out, but the university is also putting out. Your AD is calling out the ACC commissioner like a little bitch, saying that he did irreparable harm to the relationship with Notre Dame. Get over yourself, you smug, arrogant punk. Like that, your AD is a joke, man. It's a joke. He has embarrassed himself publicly. He should. If I'm a Notre Dame fan, I'm pissed at him because it's a bad look.
All right, Mr. Notre Dame fan, I appreciate you calling in. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you, Alex.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Is that Alex? Alex is his name.
Yeah.
Alex, I'm going to go ahead and give you. You get the final word on this, Alex. Go ahead, and then I'm going to move on.
I appreciate you guys giving me a chance to speak. The only thing I was going to say about the relationship between Notre Dame and the ACC, there was a lot of emails that was leaked that was sent through the ACC that was never supposed to come to Notre Dame's eyes. But Notre Dame has a lot of ACC brass leadership that's sent to the AD. So there's a lot of, issues going on. That's where the AD was coming out. Of course, he's not going to come out and start screaming and saying, this guy did this and this, but there's a lot of stuff internally that happened that he's saying, hey, this relationship is most likely doomed.
Don't say it publicly then. Don't be a little bitch and say it.
The last word.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Hey, you
He didn't. You got to give him another word now.
You calm down over. He's going now. You calm down over there, okay?
I'm just saying. It's a bad look.
It's so funny. I told Lummy in the parking lot yesterday, I was like, yeah, man, I just got, there's maybe a couple newsy things I want to talk about. I said, just the Notre Dame thing's really pissing me off for some reason. Then today when I brought it up, I didn't really have the vigor that I felt the last few days. But holy hell, man, you picked up the ball and you ran with it, Brian. I appreciate that,
I
dude.
hate smug, arrogant leaders. I just hate them. I want to punch the Notre Dame guy in the face.
It is crazy, the tour that he's going on right now. All right, so I have this to play. This is Brian. You can give me your commentary on this since you're so passionate about airports.
I can't wait.
This is about the pull-ups or whatever, the Shapes Fitness or whatever. Sean Duffy is putting in airports right now.
So many kids in the airport, and they have an iPhone or iPad, and their parents have them scrolling through it. If you can get your child into a play area, have fun, burn some energy. I don't know about you, but as a parent traveling with kids, I want them to fall asleep on the plane, right? So if I can burn a little energy as opposed to having them watch movies or play games on an iPad, it's a way better experience for the parents, but also it's better for the kids. And so we're open to all ideas. Airports might come back to us. Someone might reach out to the airport and say, hey, I got a better idea on how we could use some of this money to make the experience better, which is, by the way, President Trump cares about making everything better in America, and this is just one sliver of it. We're open to all kinds of ideas that can fit into this amount of money, this pot of money that could make our airports more efficient and better.
How are we feeling about that, Brian?
100%. There's actually Boston has a little, now it's for younger kids, but they have a little playroom with like slides and little tunnels and stuff. It was great being at that airport, and we were delayed like an hour. We got to take our daughter over there. She did wear herself out playing. The only problem is like getting them away from the playground when it's time to get on the plane because they don't want to go. But I've been saying for a long time how Tampa International, rather than having a stupid statue of Charles Lindbergh holding up a corner of the airport unnecessarily, we could have a playground for kids. Make a Charles Lindbergh themed playground. I don't know, but because it's not a moneymaker for them, they don't care. So I like that the government is earmarking some money for this. This is a great idea.
What about for adults? I know it's we've all seen RFK. He loves hitting the pull-ups and everything like that. What do you think about places for adults to burn off energy when they're in the airport?
I don't know that you want adults sweating and exercising around the airport and then sitting next to them on a plane on a long-haul flight. But I think for kids having that energy, they're right. Adults are able to control their energy a lot more for the most part. There's a lot of non-adult adults out there that can't. But for children to be able to get it out, I think is much more important. And as a parent, if you're chasing your kid around a playground or playing with them there, you're burning energy as well.
But that pull-up bar is, that's
You don't need pull-up bar. We don't need CrossFits in the airports.
You're saying that's too far.
I'm saying that's not really an answer. That's not solving a problem that we really have.
You're telling RFK to take the bear whatever that he had, the bear carcass. You're telling him to take it and shove it right now with his pull-up bar.
I'm telling him invest the money in playgrounds for kids in airports, but we don't need adult playgrounds in airports.
Like, you don't think there'd be camaraderie in the airport if a guy was trying to go for, his personal max on the bench and everybody kind of ride around?
Just hang out at the airport all day now. I'm going to go TIA, 3 hours free parking. Dig it?
Yeah, like it's...
That's what you do at the bar. You sit there and you hang out at the bar.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's a bar. I think things like airports...
Right? Hanging out at the pull-up bar instead of the bar.
Yeah,
look, it's a healthier option. Is it real? Is it needed? Is it solving a problem? No. That's not a problem. Kids rambunctious and unable to do anything in the airport, that's a problem.
The pull-up bar is just for tryhards. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Did you guys see Pete Alonso signed? Tampa guy signed with the Orioles.
Terrible.
By whom?
By Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
What's he supposed to do? The Mets didn't want him anymore.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they wanted
We're going to
him.
believe the Mets didn't want him.
I don't think the Mets. They only gave him a 1-year deal last year.
Yeah, Pete Alonso was very upset with the Mets. He was not going to resign. The Mets wanted to resign him, and he said no because of the whole 1
year deal.
The team.
Sometimes you come to a 1-year deal because you're working on the terms of a longer deal. That happens. Look, I'm not privy to all the negotiations or the conversations, but at some point, don't you want a legacy? Don't you want to be Mike Evans rather than I don't know, another like Stephon Diggs? Like they have similar career trajectories. One of them's going to be a legend and retire a Hall of Famer, and the other one's going to be an afterthought in the annals of football history.
But why would you even worry about what people are going to think of you when you're dead? Like, why would you not?
It's not even when you're dead. It's when you're retired. It's
Alonso,
the legacy. It's being put in the Ring of Honor.
He's getting $150 million,
and he would have gotten $150 million from the Mets.
But you can, as an athlete or whatever, you can go and do whatever you want. You might. I'm not saying.
Do you think anybody wants to live in Baltimore over New York?
I don't think that everybody's end game is a championship. I think some people are trying to set themselves up and their kids for generational wealth and all that stuff. And I think that might be a focus of some people. I don't think everybody's trying to win the Super Bowl or the NBA championship or the World Series. I think some people are just trying to set themselves up for life.
So you can't set yourself up with $145 million versus $150
I see so
million?
many kids in the.
Well, I'm not gonna.
I'm saying it's not like Pete Alonso was going to be starving if he signed with the Mets.
Just because a majority of people have commented, on when I left the Bone or any job I've taken, people have told me that I'm doing the right or wrong thing. So I'm trying not to jump on Pete Alonso for that at all. I just thought it was interesting, just a guy that's been with the team for a long time, Tampa guy, signed a big deal with the Orioles. I just wrote that down as something to bring up.
My buddy's a very big Mets fan, and him and his son are devastated by this news because Pete Alonso was his son's favorite player.
Yeah.
And that obviously factors into my opinion a little bit, but at the same time, wouldn't you rather be that guy that's there forever? Like that guy that
I want to go where I'm wanted, man. I want to work in the best atmosphere I can.
And I agree with Brian because it's Ashley's favorite player and it's her favorite team. So I got to hear about it. Last year what was it? 2 year? He did sign a 2-year, $54 million deal, and he opted out of it while they were working on a long-term deal. 2 years, $54 million. What is that?
Like
22 and a half?
27 or something? Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
So he's getting 31 from the Orioles now.
Okay, so a little bit more. I mean, wouldn't you say that's generational money if he was able to, sit there with $30 million a year?
I'm not sitting here and saying there's some sort of massive difference between the money he's getting, but I mean, sometimes, guys, there's a lot more to it. Like if you're Pete Alonso and you've been with a team for 10, 12 years or whatever, and you're fighting to get what you want, and then you see them signing Juan Soto, then you see them giving, incredible amounts of money to other guys that aren't you, and you're like, when is it my turn? Then you go to sit down at the negotiating table, and you're not getting looked at as these other guys are that they just brought in off the street. So I feel like there's a lot more that plays into it than just money. But I would imagine that things probably came to a head if Pete Alonso wanted to get out of there after so long. So just wanted to make sure that I hit on that. Not trying to delve too much into the baseball. There's one more thing that
we'll have a baseball break today after the show.
We are having a baseball break.
Blizzard breaks.
Blizzard breaks. That'll be. There was one more thing that I wanted to hit. Oh, the DoorDash story. We've got some more on the DoorDash story of the lady that recorded the guy, and then she got fired from DoorDash, and it was a whole thing. I got an update on that next.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
JW Marriott Grand Lakes.
Criminally charged Henderson.
Yeah, the Mets brought in a reliever, but they lost Diaz, they lost Alonso.
Alonso should have signed for 5 years, $20 million, and just played for the Rays. Giving his home team a discount.
I get the whole. I understand what Seth's saying about wanting to feel valued and all that, and how the Mets may not have made him feel that way. But at the same time, man, you play. Do you play for ownership or do you play for the fans? Like, who are you playing for at that point?
Myself.
Okay. Well, clearly Alonso's in that team with you. He plays for him, and that's good.
At some point, you can't worry about some kid you're never going to meet.
I could see that as well. I guess my point is, you have a chance to go down as the greatest to play for a franchise, versus now he'll be considered a good player who played for multiple teams.
Well, if the Mets don't win anything, that's how Juan Soto is going to be remembered and everybody else. So.
Yeah, no, Juan Soto already sold his soul. I'm not saying he could have stayed with San Diego forever. He didn't like it there. And he was with the team before San Diego, right?
Washington.
Yeah. The Mets are gonna have a tough year next year.
They are. Every year.
Just
Yeah.
lost Edwin Diaz.
Apparently Francisco Lindor and Juan Soto don't get along. Rays just need a couple parts and pieces, and that's pitching staff to stay healthy. I mean, if McClanahan can come back healthy, they're immediately a contender again.
Well, I would say it's already good because, again, I just fear that they're going to baby a lot of these pitchers, and
Here's crazy. How old do you think Juan Soto is?
27.
26.
Wow. Okay. I thought he was.
He's been playing since he was like 17.
Yeah, he started with the Nationals when he was 19 years old. Won Rookie of the Year.
How old is he?
He's 27. Just turned 27 like 47 days ago. Yeah, he debuted in 2018 at the age of 19.
He's been on 3 teams?
Yeah. He was with Washington, then San Diego Padres for a cup of coffee, and then and then he was with the Yankees, and then he was with the Mets. He's been passed around like a frat house whore.
Ho! Like Sherrone Moore's ho!
H to the is-o.
V.
To the is-a.
For shizzle, my nizzle used to dribble down in VA.
And Juan Soto's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, though.
I guess if you're into good players, man.
His contract is insane, though.
I know.
Well, if the Mets or him don't opt out of his contract after 2030, which I don't know why in the world he would, it goes up to $55 million a year through 2039. Like, that is insane money. $55 million from 2031 to 2039. It's at 51 now.
Man, Steve Cohen's kids are gonna have to be paying that one.
They'll just Bobby Bonilla it and give him $20 million the rest of his life.
Dude, they showed a video of Bobby Bonilla I saw on Twitter last night in the airport, and it was like, I don't know if it was him, but it was like of a really, really fat guy. Like really,
yeah, he's really chubby.
It's like really obese. Like it was following him around, and I was just like, this is weird. Because they were like, the Mets should sign Bobby Bonilla now because he's still on payroll.
Yeah, I think he's...
Well, is this call something I should go to?
He was always chunky.
It's up to you. I didn't pick it up.
Okay.
He was never svelte.
Yeah, he's from the mean.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. All at the Bubba Army now returns.
Welcome back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, final segment of today. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be here. Lummy will be here. Gene Lasker has committed his presence for tomorrow. I invited Babyface. I mean, I don't know if he'll come, but either way, open door policy for.
I gotta see what's waiting for me at work at the office. So it'll just depend on that.
I understand. No big deal.
And then I got to make sure that my wife. I see that's the real issue is I've got carpool tomorrow, so maybe I can come in like 8 to 10. But
hey, whatever works, man. I know carpool. I know it's very important. So let me see. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air, unscreened.
Yeah, Seth, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate that, man.
You guys want to talk about the doc or the sex tape or Hogan getting murdered by the, whatever or anything like that, or no jokes today?
Do I want to talk about that?
I mean, it would be a joke. What'd you call in about, sir? Did you call in just to stir the pot, or did you have something you actually wanted to talk about?
I mean, I was going to stir the pot a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for calling. We're done.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
What? Was that stirring the pot?
Yeah, he's saying, you guys are actually running a good show rather than Bubba talking about the same crap over and over again. That was the intonation there.
He's the one that's listening. I mean, I don't know. Hey.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Bubba Love Sponge Show. Minus Bubba. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Good, man. What's going on? You here to start any trouble, or you got a real serious call?
No rabble rousers. This is no rabble rouser Thursday.
A real serious question.
Okay, go ahead.
It's for Brian. So I've got a criminal defense question. I got a friend who's facing some serious time out in Polk County on state fraud charges. And is there a way, do you know, in the state system, when you're maybe agreeing to a plea deal, to request where you're housed like you can in the federal system?
I don't. That's a better question for Kevin than me, but I would imagine that you can try and negotiate that for convenience for family and whatever to come and visit. That you could say, hey, as part of my plea deal, can I please get placed into this facility? I don't think that that's impossible to do. I would imagine that that's something that frequently happens.
Okay, but you've never personally heard of it?
I just don't. I don't swim in those waters, sir. So I apologize. Yeah.
Well, can you dip your toes in a little bit? I mean,
I've dipped my toes in, and I've given him what my big toe thinks about it.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Great show.
Thank you. Wow, deferred to Kevin on that one.
I mean, I don't negotiate plea deals for people very often.
I thought you were
in zero. My next one will be my first one.
Well, I just thought you were I just thought you were the guy that we go to about anything.
I mean, I imagine that they could do it, but I don't want to say it with any sort of level of certainty or definity because I'm not certain.
I just hate that if I get arrested for something, I have to call somebody else. I can't call you.
I mean, you can call me,
but then you call somebody else.
But you can still call me.
Yeah, but you let Babyface handle it.
All right, let me hit this story about the DoorDasher, and she originally said the guy was like exposing himself, and then she's the one that ended up getting fired, and then this is she just recently got arraigned.
Seen around the world landing the person who posted in an Oswego courtroom today.
A DoorDash driver showing a naked customer accusing him of harassment, but getting arrested herself. 2 months later, she's facing.
Damn, what's up, Shorty?
The charges. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan was there for her arraignment.
The Oswego City judge allowing News Channel 9 to record the proceedings. The first look at 23-year-old Olivia Henderson outside her popular TikTok page.
Their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed to me.
This is her last post, published October 26th. 2 weeks after her now-deleted video causing this controversy. Working as a driver for delivery service DoorDash, Henderson claimed she was dropping off a food order when through the customer's door, saw him on the couch naked. After posting her footage, she reported the incident to Oswego police as sexual harassment.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But
is there anything going on there, Brian, when you're naked and your door's open? Is that just,
There's questions over how open his door was. Was it ajar? Was it wide open? That sort of thing. But the issue for her is not that she walked on; it's that she recorded it and then published it.
Yeah,
that's the guy didn't consent to that. He didn't ask for that. So,
do you think she really thought that he was, I don't know, committing crimes? Or do you think she thought that she would get a lot of traction out of it?
100% she thought she would get traction out of it. She saw this as a viral moment, an opportunity, and it totally blew up in her face.
He found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see. So police criminally charged Henderson with 2 counts related to unlawful surveillance. Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy.
And to all those that have been supportive of me during this time, thank you so much.
For as talkative as she's been on TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened?
Damn, dude, man, people are so dumb. I'm baffled every day at the things that people do just to get some likes or just to get some more traction on social media, man. It's absolutely crazy.
We will be doing our break naked today, right?
Yeah. Oh God, absolutely. yeah. I'm not sure what that lady thought the end game would be, but I don't think she thought that she would be the one getting in trouble for that. I saw this.
Yeah, the Uno reverse card is powerful.
I saw this story yesterday. Do you guys remember Brian Cox?
Yeah, great linebacker.
Miami legend, right?
Yeah. He played for the Bears for a little bit. Real mean guy. I feel like he got accused of spitting on somebody or something.
Yeah, he got in trouble for that.
Yeah, that was a thing. So he just got fired. He was the defensive line coach for the Giants. He got fired during the bye week, and they're reporting that the final straw was his reaction to a seating arrangement on a flight home from a Patriots game. The assistant coaches were asked to move from the front of the plane to the back of the plane.
Oh, boy.
Okay? Oh, no, hush that fuss. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Do you just get accustomed to sitting in your seat? And you find is it a sign of disrespect to sit in the back? And do you feel like this is a Rosa Parks issue?
I guess I would want to know how it was presented to him.
That all the coaches need to go to the back and the players sit up front?
I mean, it just says the coaches were moved from the front of the plane to the back of the plane, and he was not happy with the seating arrangement change at all. I've never heard of anything like that. Obviously, the Giants are having a tremendous amount of issues with their head coach getting fired and everything of that. But to see Brian, I was like, oh, this guy got fired. And then I remember it was Brian Cox. Then they asked him to sit in the back of the plane. I don't know if he just felt like that was disrespectful or if he was just tired of being a coach for the Giants. I don't know what it was, but I had not heard of anybody being fired in the NFL for being upset about a seating arrangement on the plane.
Are the seats worse at the back, or are they the same size as the front?
Isn't it private?
I know, but every plane's different, right? Are there bigger seats for offensive linemen than cornerbacks? Like, how does this work on a team plane?
I have no idea. I don't know why you would need to change seating arrangements at the last second at all, but Brian Cox was not happy about it.
And it cost him his job.
Yeah, and
did you see that woman, the DoorDash lady, though? Did you? One thing I forgot, and I'm sorry to go back to this. No. She made a request that there be no cameras in the courtroom.
Did she really?
And the judge goes, I find it interesting that now you don't want cameras involved.
What is she? Did she have that based under anything, or she just didn't want to?
I just think you can make a motion to have no cameras in the courtroom, and the judge's like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
On the Brian Cox thing, I guess he was really close with Dable.
Oh, Brian Dable, yeah.
And I guess he was already pretty much ready to leave at the end of the year, so they said that
this kind of just expedited the process.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't like the guy that took over.
Oh, Mike Kafka or something. Okay.
So let me. This begs the question though. Moving a seat on the plane. So yesterday on the flight from Denver to Tampa, the return flight that I had, There was a couple that got on super late. They were like probably two of the last 6 people on the plane. And they went up to a guy. There was a lady was in the window, middle seat open. Guy was on the end seat. And they had announced repeatedly that every seat on the plane was sold out, so that there was going to be no empty seats. So then there was the row behind that guy had a guy in the window, guy in the middle, and then the aisle seat was empty. So the lady asked the guy if he would mind just moving back one row to the aisle seat, which he was currently in an aisle seat, so that her and her husband could sit next to each other in the aisle and middle seat that were in the row that guy was in. And he refused them. And she got very upset about it. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts? Somebody ended up sitting next to him, and he did have to get up to let that person in to sit and all of that. But I think he was hedging on whether or not it was truly sold out. But what are your thoughts?
As far as giving up your seat?
For essentially the same seat. Yeah.
I don't have any problem with somebody not giving up their seat. I would do it. But I can understand if somebody picks out their seat or they've got some sort of issue. I could see why they wouldn't want to.
Boogie Racing Crew, $20.
Now I will say it was dumb because her and her husband got to sit cat-a-corner to each other in aisle seats, which is ideal, if you ask me. But so they weren't. It wasn't like they were rows apart or anything like that on the plane. I just thought it was interesting. I actually think the bigger level of audacity is asking somebody. Like, you got on the plane super late.
Yeah.
You know the deal. Why would you feel entitled enough to inconvenience somebody, even marginally, for your benefit, and then for her to get upset when he refused?
No, that's thank you for bringing that to the table. I think I asked one person to move on a flight. It was we were flying to Ireland for a radio station thing, and there was like a lady sitting next to Drew, and I switched with her. There was a lot of open seats, but I needed to throw up, so I felt better if I was throwing up next to Drew instead of throwing up to whomever I was stuck next to on the other side of the plane. So yep, that was my move right there, fellas.
You tell her, look, ma'am, I'm going to be puking a lot this flight.
I was really trying to hold it in. I was really worried about the flight. And I was like, all right, I'm going to sleep, and then so I fell asleep for 5 minutes. I woke up, and then I go, oh, hell, I'm screwed. And then that's
Are we there yet?
That's what I looked at the little thing in front of you where it shows you like flying over the water, and I saw that the plane was barely off Florida, and I said, this is going to be a long trip. Caller, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Good morning, Mike from New Jersey. How you guys doing?
What's going on, Mike?
Hey, question. Any word on that new app coming out?
Yeah,
I figured I'd call why Bubba wasn't there because I know he gets pretty irate about it.
Yeah, 2026.
2 weeks.
26, yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I'll be honest, sir, and I appreciate you calling. It was something that we were paying attention to for a while. Obviously, the documentary, and kind of when the documentary came out, nobody really started talking about the app anymore. I don't know what happened to it. From what I know, it was pretty much approved. It just we just had to figure out how people were going to pay for it or whatever.
No, it was the whole thing is that it's back on some,
It's what is it?
Oh no, let me. I love Lummy Explains. This needs to be a segment every time. So the whole thing is it's back on. Go ahead, finish.
It's back in the front of people's attention, so it will be beginning
back in the front of people's attention.
I'll just say it as that, okay? So, yeah, 2026, January, Macho will say, too, is that...
Macho will say that? Let me put Macho.
Yeah, it was approved, and there was a couple things that just needed to be completed.
Macho, you're up. Will you second that the app is coming in January?
Yes!
Oh, wow, that's a big yell.
Oh, my God, you can really hear him.
He came from somewhere else.
Yeah, behind us.
He might be in here.
Is he behind the bar?
I think he's in here. Yeah, he might be in here. Okay, all right, Lummy, that's good.
No, because Macho and I, we were talking about it, I think it was last week, and we found out all the information, and it's back in the works.
Could I ask what the holdup was? Was it just...
some things weren't completed.
Okay. All right. So things. All right.
I'll explain to you after the show.
Okay, it's fair. I just it was. I think
I think what Lummy is saying is that Bubba needed to do some stuff and wasn't getting around to it.
It was not Bubba.
Okay.
It was not Bubba.
I know who it was. It's the guy.
Yes, you are correct. It's the guy.
It was the guy.
The guy with the thing?
All right, so because I'm big on camaraderie and teammates and everything like that, at the end of the show today, because I do feel like we're taking a W home, I did want to award a game ball, which will be the tennis balls that Bubba is currently selling on Bubba Army merch, BubbaArmyStore.com.
Wait, there's Bubba Army tennis balls?
Yo, you didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Bubba Army tennis balls, and
is it for people's walkers or
the game ball today was 17 jokes, 15 of them hit. He had some airport rage. He helped carry the show. Game ball go to Brian Babyface Matroni. Brian, say some words, baby. Break it down.
First of all, I am honored by this. I would like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ first and foremost. Through him and with him, all things are possible, and this just proves it. These are pretty soft tennis balls.
They're for dogs.
Oh,
animals.
It's a dog ball. That makes sense. I was gonna say it's a little small.
Did I not say dog? Did I say for tennis or something?
Well, you said tennis ball.
Okay, well, it's a tennis ball for dogs.
I should have immediately known. I was so baffled why Bubba was selling tennis balls.
Don't be.
Seth, is there anything that Babyface can't break down?
I know. I just, yeah. He's like, you toss the guy a ball and just like, hey, I'm ready. I'm trying to close this down like a real NFL game. We got the win. The boys are fired up.
This is not regulation.
We got another game, and now to throw it back to me, Brian. Let me try this again. All right, Brian, you had a hell of a game today. Lummy, you played well also, but I'll probably give you this game ball tomorrow because if I toss this to Gene, he won't know what the hell is going on. I've already figured this out. So, Brian, Babyface Matroni, you were the MVP today. Take the game ball, baby. Take the game ball. Say a few words.
Thank you so much, Seth. I couldn't do this without my teammates, Seth and Lummy. Seth's a great QB. Lummy's a great offensive lineman. He blocked the way for me, cleared a lot of holes today so I could hit pay dirt. Let's go F some whores.
All right. Lummy, do you have anything to say?
Yes, thank you, Brian. You were a great teammate today. I always love sitting next to you. Seth, unbelievable job hosting. I had goosebumps every time we came back from break. It was absolutely unbelievable. I was so excited this morning to come in and see you this morning.
You were late today, Lummy.
I know.
I'm not here to call out anybody because I walk in here at 5:59 sometimes, but you cruised in. You had no worries about the show, did you?
No,
he went to a game last night. He's going to a game tonight.
I had a lot of worries. There was unforeseen circumstances why I was late.
What happened?
Can we foresee them now?
There was police officers on the road and a lot of traffic. I had to obey the speed limit, maybe go 5 miles under, just so I could be here because I was so excited to do the show with you.
I understand, Lummy.
He went 5 miles under the speed limit to get here on time.
I'm not going to even jam up Lummy at all because there's no really being late or anything like that. I just know Lummy's here about 5:30, a little before every day, and today was about like 5:45, and I was like, man, Lummy must feel extra confident about me hosting the show.
I was confident in it. I had some tire pressure issues, different things like that came up, but just made sure that I got here for you, Seth, and I really appreciate you.
All right, thank you, Lummy. I appreciate you. You did a great job, Brian. You got the game ball. Let's take this call and then let's go home.
Go Bucks.
You're on the air, 727. What it do?
LH.
What's up, man? You're the last call of the day.
What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, great show today. But hey, like all the trolls call in and say it's better when Bubba's not there. No, it's a difference. The show is still the same. Bubba just deeper. He like to stick to one content. He like to go to like you said, the stabbings. He like to talk, but y'all go fast. You go from one con to one another. Like you say, don't call in early. But it's a great show. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm confused now.
All right, no, man.
I think I got you. I followed you, LH. You're saying we kind of get through the stories a little quicker. We move it at a more rapid pace. Bubba likes to dig in deeper.
Along.
Yeah, Bubba likes to dig in deeper.
Bubba stay on one content for 45 minutes. That's the difference. He like to dig deep. You keep it moving, and it's fun. And I get to hear Lummy talk. You know what I'm saying? Lummy be, and, hey, I'm listening to the show, even though Bubba told me not to call. Y'all done messed up. Y'all might get in trouble for letting me get through.
Oh, well, I better let you go then, LH. I think,
I didn't know LH was banned from calling.
I didn't know. I think something happened the last time. I think, something always happens. So, guys, great job today. We'll be back tomorrow with Gene Lasker. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until the good gets better and the better gets best. Adios.
The views and snarky opinions of Brian the Babyface Matroni are not necessarily the views or opinions of the Bubba Radio Network or this radio station.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
Me, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Co-host and show historian, Lummit.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council.
Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I repeat hello.